What is going on?
It's this darn whistle, it's broken.
What are we gonna do now? The game's only an hour away.
We can call Talent Dad with Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance.
That's not really what he does.
Great idea. He has my dad's auto insurance.
Yeah, but that's not it either.
Yes, he has my mom's homeowner's insurance.
That's great, but it's not that kind of insurance.
Ah!
One of these? We have plenty lying around.
Yes! All right, let's try that again.
Welcome back, and now we're going to send it to that interview with Robert Tuton, the offensive line coach.
So, Coach, I had your boys in for an interview, all 5 of them on the line.
Okay.
They seem like a pretty special group. Tell me about them.
They're just a close group, and all of them, not just those 5, but there's 13 other ones, or no, 12 other ones, I guess. And anyway, all those guys are together. They do their part to make us successful. They understand the game is a big thing about them. They're just kind of almost, some of them are like coaches on the field. They recognize the fronts, and they've done a good job this year of just hatting everybody up, as well as playing hard that, they don't hardly ever miss an assignment.
They have played really well this year. They've been a lot of fun to watch. What makes them special?
I think mainly the togetherness and
Yeah.
unselfishness. This group is really, it's not about me or what I'm doing, it's about what we're doing. And that's been the biggest thing with this team, the whole team.
They seem very confident and ready. I love that.
Yeah.
And they had all kind of good stuff to say about you coaching.
Okay.
So you've been here a hot minute with Coach Hill, and this is your 4th time also coming in to state. What does it feel like coming in for the 4th time? How are you feeling?
Really pretty emotional. You look back at the years that it's been since we've been the last time, and just to have that opportunity again is just really, really special. It's made me, like I say, emotional is I guess the right word. Even at home sometimes, Kathy says, "What's the matter with you?" And I go, "Well, it's a big deal," and she knows it is too. And she invests so much in it also, and that's made a difference.
She does, and for those who don't know, Kathy is your wife, and she is up here. I don't think I've ever seen her miss a game. She is up here hooping and hollering, and such a supportive wife. So this is a big win for her. How is she feeling going in?
I think she's as excited as I am. She's just been great support throughout my career, making sacrifices. I think she did miss a game a couple of weeks ago because my daughter was in the state playoffs, and so she went to see her play. But besides that, I don't see she had only missed one.
This is good. This is hopefully going to be her win as well, Coach.
Yes.
It's pretty exciting. So we did have an injury last week. I was right there on the sideline when Brad Sowersby came off. So what's that looking for y'all this week?
Well, we've got some other guys ready to step up, and so it really doesn't matter who's back there handing the ball. They're handing the ball to. Our guys up front are confident that they can make things happen enough that they can hand the ball to anybody, I think.
I've noticed that. Doesn't matter who this year we switch out, in and out, we've always got someone to step up, and that makes this team pretty special. It's been a lot of fun watching them.
You bet. It's just, like I said before, it's a group of kids that are together. They're committed to it. They don't miss a day. They don't miss a practice. And they love each other. They really do. They play for each other. They don't just play for themselves.
I've seen a lot of that. It seems a lot less me and a lot less we, and I love that about this team.
You bet.
Well, Coach, we're very excited. We are going to be there. We're cheering y'all on Friday on the sideline and in the booth, and we wish you the very best.
Thank you very much. We're just happy to be there for sure.
Go Rangers.
Go Rangers. Thank you.
And now we're going to send you to a lineman special as you get to hear from all of them.
So, Jeremiah, you play left tackle.
Yes, man.
Where are you at moving into this week?
I'm ready. I feel like it's going to be a tough game, but we got it. I feel like we'll be able to handle it.
What do you feel like your biggest job is going to be on the field?
Just stay in front of my man, create gaps, and hopefully make big plays for the guys behind me in the backfield.
Have you always played this position?
No, actually coming into high school, I was a DN. I was more of a defensive guy, and sophomore year they kind of needed help on the offense, so I stepped up, I guess, and filled the role, and now I'm here. So.
And what a ride it has been this year. It's been such a joy watching y'all. Where do you feel like this is coming from? What keeps y'all going?
It's really the drive, just the want to play, to keep playing, the love, the family, the brotherhood.
So Coach Tuton is your guy. So tell me, what has he meant to you in these years?
He's just always been there to push me and motivate me, and kind of just took me in when I got hurt my freshman year, and so that's why I moved to offense. And so, yeah, he kind of re-coached me and refueled my drive to play football.
I love it. I love it. Tell me what it means to be a part of this team.
It's a great feeling to have in my heart to be able to be a part of this team, the program. It's great. I love it.
Is there a moment over the season that stands out to you that will just be absolutely unforgettable?
Definitely that last game where I had those two big blocks for those sweeps that we ran against that team, Brownsville. But yeah, those were definitely moments to remember.
Those will stick. Mm-hmm. What are your parents thinking about going into this week?
Oh, they're ready. They're really hyped up. They're really excited to see us go this far, and they just want to see us win and do well.
Well, you know what? So do we, and we're going to be there. And we're super excited for y'all. It's been a great season, and go Rangers!
Thank you. Go Rangers!
So Bryce, it's the week that y'all have been waiting for and working for all season. You're heading to state. Where are you at?
Excited, really excited. I mean, we've been through a lot with all these players. It's just such a special experience that all these people we've been with our whole lives, that it's my senior year, we get to have this big moment going all the way to the state championship and hopefully winning the whole thing.
What's the overall mood with the team?
We trust our coaches that they're gonna give us the right game plan. We're gonna trust our players to do our jobs, do what we need to do, and feel confident.
Tell me about your position. Where do you feel like your biggest contribution to the team is?
I'd probably just say doing what the coaches ask me to do, not trying to step up, make any plays that aren't necessary, and just not making mistakes, opening up holes for other players to do what they're supposed to do.
Very good. On Twitter, I notice you don't talk about yourself a lot. It's more about the team.
Yeah.
Is that really who you are?
Yes. I think the team is a lot more important than me as an individual.
At the beginning of the season, you were asked an odd fact about yourself. Do you remember what your answer was?
I think it was something about being the most attractive man alive.
It is. And do you still feel that way today?
100%.
Very good. So give me some reasons why you know that's a fact.
Just the looks I get when I walk down the hallway.
So Bryce, tell me exactly what those looks are kind of looking like when you're cruising down the hall.
Hey.
I love it. What are your parents feeling about this week? Where are they at?
It's two different sides of the spectrum. My dad's like, well, they're both excited, but my mom's a lot more nervous and stuff, which is good. She doesn't want anyone to get hurt, but they're both excited. Mom a little more nervous than dad.
And your brother?
Brother, excited.
Yeah. I'm sure he's looking up to you big time, going,
Yeah.
okay, I got to do this next.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Tell me about your ambitions. After this, what's next?
I'm planning on going to college. I'm deciding between Texas A&M and Florida State. Get into their business schools and hopefully either get a corporate job, start my own business, go down that type of route.
Well, it sounds like you got a plan, and
Yep.
we're super excited for your future and for sure this Friday, and we wish you the best of luck. Y'all got this.
Thank you.
So Reese, the boys on the line are not always the first to be grabbed for interviews by the TV stations. but man, what a role y'all play. Talk to me about what it means to be on the line.
So on the O-line, I like to think of myself as kind of like a guardian, kind of to protect my boys in the back. Want to keep my guys safe and create a pathway for my running back. And it's just we're just a family up there, and it's amazing to play on.
Nothing happens behind you unless you're holding them off, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a super important job. So here's the thing. I know that you and I have one of our favorite foods in common, key lime pie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what got you liking key lime pie?
Well, my dad makes the best key lime pie around. He makes it very special. He hand squeezes each lime, and he makes a very special chocolate graham cracker crust. And it's just been a tradition for years, and it's my favorite thing in the world, pretty much.
Oh wow. Well, being that it's one of my favorites, next time, shoot me a text. You might hear a little knock on the door, and I'm coming over. Have you been to Key West?
I have not.
Okay, I've been there several times. You've got to go hit every place for key lime pie. Yeah. This O-line seems special. What keeps y'all moving week after week to get the job done?
It's just the drive to just be a team for another week. We love just hanging out, especially with team dinners and position dinners we do. I guess a big part of the O-line is the food. We really bond over all the meals that we have together, and it's just, man, playing next to those guys is an amazing experience, and I just fight each day to keep it going.
Okay, I have to ask. I hear you can do a killer Donald Duck impersonation.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna need to see it.
All right. Is there anything you want me to say? Or just...
I mean, let's talk football. Donald Duck's going to the game. What would he say?
Well, we really got to get going. Let's go. Get going.
That's great. I love it. When did that start?
It started in I think it was about 4th grade, where I just started doing this thing out the side of my mouth, that kind of thing, and it just kind of transpired into what it is today.
It just developed from there.
Yeah.
Do you use that to pick up girls?
God, no.
So tell me, Will, how do you feel going into the week?
I feel good. I think Coach Hill's going to prepare us well. Already been prepared well. Ready for this game.
So, Will, you're already committed to Army West Point. That is super excited. Tell me about how that went and what you feel and all the good stuff.
It went pretty good. Started off the year, junior year ended. Got it late junior year. Was excited. Went to go check it out and felt a good school. Loved the coaches. It helped me keep my mind focused on football. So committed and went on from there.
It's pretty exciting. How do you feel about possibly playing against another Ranger over there on Navy?
I'm excited. I love Gavin. Gavin's one of my good friends. I know Army just won.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll hackle him about it later, but we're good friends, and I like the competition.
That's fun. So your offense has over 3,000 rushing yards this year. How does that feel?
Feels pretty nice. I know we like to run the ball a bunch, and I like to run the ball. I like to push the pile into the end zone, so it feels good. I like that.
Okay, Gavin, so you play center.
Yes, ma'am.
That is a big job. So tell me, what is that like for you?
It's a lot of pressure, but with the help of my guys, it makes it much easier to do.
So tell me, as center, do you have to be a good leader to play that position?
I feel like I have to, yes, but I feel like it comes from just all of us, trying to lead the group.
Very good. What is it like to be on the line?
It's a fun job, get to deal with the big boys up front and protect my quarterback and help my running back.
What's the mood going into Friday? Y'all get to go to Dallas Cowboys Stadium. How cool is that? AT&T Center. How are you feeling?
It's an exciting feeling, but we gotta, stay locked in and just get the job done.
Dead aim, that is the definition of this week and what y'all's theme has been over the entire season. So you and I have something in common. We both think Tim Tebow is awesome. So what does his faith and his life mean to you looking up to someone like that?
It's just like an awesome story he has, just being able to be a student athlete and be able to trust and put his faith in God and it just means a lot to me.
Where has your faith helped you with this entire season?
It's just allowed me to put it in God's hands and take us where we are now today.
Okay, I'm going to start a song. I know what you're...
And welcome back to the AT&T Center. Smithson Valley and Aledo coming up soon. But first, we just heard from the offensive linemen, and we don't hear from them enough, do we?
Well, this game, you know, there's crazy offenses these days and all kinds of schemes and all kinds of technical stuff, but you still got to block somebody if you're going to win a football game. And with Robert Tuton and those offensive linemen, I really like Smithson Valley's chances.
All right. Right now, we're going to talk about a special young man who plays tight end for the Rangers. His name is Kade Dornberg.
Okay, so you play tight end, and I want to hear a little bit about what you think it's going to take to get the job done this week.
I mean, playing tight end, it's going to be a lot of blocking this week. I mean, just doing our job as Coach is telling us. We're just practicing all day, just getting everything right, being focused.
How have you felt about this year overall?
This year's been awesome. It's nice to feel that everything we've worked for, I mean, from after losing College Station coming in the morning and just starting our season there, everything we've worked for is paying off.
So you've had a really good year, and that is on top of a special journey you've gone through. Will you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yes, ma'am. So I was born with something that's called ASD, it's an atrial septal defect. It's a hole in your heart, and so it's believed to close by the age of 10. Well, when I was 11, they went in and checked, and they decided I needed just heart surgery, and they gave us a decision between open heart and just this new way where they go in through a vein. And we just decided to try not do it invasive because I was playing football when I was little, playing Little League football, and we did that. So that was my first heart surgery in 5th grade, and everything was going great. Played football throughout middle school, even played here freshman football, played JV football, and then I got moved up my junior year to play varsity football, and played against Reagan, played against Harker, so played the first 2 weeks, and then ended up having a stroke September 4th of, I think it's 2022, and that set me back. I had to sit out all last season. Surprisingly, I had open heart surgery a year ago today, and
oh, wow.
Yeah, and that has been hard to overcome. I'll tell you, it's a big factor, especially when you're playing a contact sport. And I mean, parents are worried about me hitting people and them hitting me, but you know, it feels great to be able to play football, and just God giving me the chance to play football again.
That's an amazing story. If it's not hard enough to get where y'all are at, you had so many obstacles to face, and that we're super proud of you, and it's been really cool watching your journey this year. What do you feel going into Friday? Where are you at outside of, you know, family and all those things? Where's your head?
I'm just trying to stay focused. I mean, our theme of the year is Dead Aim, so just trying to stay focused on the goal that we have of, yeah, it's nice to be here, be at state, like Coach Hill is saying, but a lot of teams get wrapped up in the fact that, hey, we're here, and we need to focus on beating this team and making history.
We're super proud of y'all, and this has been an amazing year, and we are cheering you on.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And what an amazing young man to go through all that. But we have another player, Brad Sowersby, our starting running back, is out. An injury suffered a couple of weeks ago, and the Rangers are going to miss him.
Just last week, and it's an unfortunate thing. You know, we just found out Aledo's running back that's got all the stats is not going to get to play tonight, and it's part of part of the game where they're playing at such a high level that injuries are possible. And you see that he went out right there with, I believe, a collarbone injury, and it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is.
To see him playing so well and then not to get to play here at the state game.
That's a bummer. But you see how shifty he's always been shifty, but he turned it up to a new level this year, and the determination he has. Gets around the umpire there. That was a good move. And then he spins away from a tackler before he gets knocked to the ground. But he has been just a jump cut kind of guy who makes people miss so regularly.
Well, he's an offensive lineman's dream too, because they know that when you give the ball to him, that their blocks are going to pay off. And he does such a good job of using the blockers and running the right spots so the blockers can finish off their task. He's just a great football player.
Like 17 touchdowns he performed this year. So now Spradling comes on. Cade Spradling, a linebacker who is so well known for being a linebacker. This year he's been the backup running back, and he's been an effective guy to tote the rock.
Yeah, he's been the change-up. You know, you've got a guy that's so shifty, and then you got a kid that's so big and strong that finishes runs.
Just runs
so
over
it's
people.
It's been a great combination, but now he'll have to be the bell cow. He'll have to get the job done as the first guy.
There he goes. He's got some get up and go too, and he likes to run over people and through people as much as anything. Kade spraddling the guy. There's also a guy named David DeHoyas who's run the ball a little bit for us this year too.
He came on last week and did a really good job.
He will be a guy he'll be the backup, but he's been able to get some good runs on in third and fourth quarters this season.
Sure, with Spradling's need to play defense, you're going to see DeHoyas in this game too.
Well, right now we're going to take a break, so stick with us on the Ranger Network.
Not the fun part of being a dad, but I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me.
Concerning you?
Yeah. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella, and
Arlo?
I wasn't eavesdropping. He's always watching you. His videos are secure. This guy sounds like a creep.
It's not.
Your privacy is very important to me, and I think you need to make better decisions when it comes to boys. And this Arlo is not a boy that I think you should be dating.
You're dating someone?
Yeah, Arlo. I heard you guys talking about him.
Arlo.
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. We were talking about how great they are and how safe they make me feel. Arlo's not a boy.
Well, that's a boy's name.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Welcome back. Not too long before kickoff tonight, we'll have the audio for you and have stats on your screen so you can see and keep up with all of that. Right now, we're going to talk about the head coach. And when I think of Larry Hill, this is what I think of. He's got a program that he's run forever, and everyone from middle school to a senior knows what he does and how he does it. And every one of those coaches are walking the same walk Larry does.
Well, it takes some doing, and it takes some organizational skills that he doesn't get a lot of credit for, in my opinion. He's, like you said, 7th grade and 2 middle schools all the way to seniors. We run the same offense, same defense. The terminology is the same. Those middle school coaches get an opportunity to become great coaches because they're in a system that teaches them how to coach, and then they see it done on the varsity level. So the other thing that is amazing to me in my years of knowing Larry Hill is he never forgets a player's name. And I don't know what kind of program he has on his cell phone, but he's probably got every player's number that ever played for us. And when they call, he knows what's going on in their lives.
That's amazing because I coach basketball and I can't remember my 15 or 20 guys' names all the time. Right now, Emily caught up with the head coach of the Rangers, Larry Hill.
Coach Larry Hill, here we are. You have had an amazing year. Not only have you had your 300th win, you are also now heading to a state championship on Friday. How are you feeling?
Well, excited, nervous, exhausted, all the above. You know, there's a lot of details that go into every game week. And, of course, a game like this, there's a lot more media demands of your time and travel plans, and there's just some things that don't go into other weeks that are crammed into this, and of course obviously you're playing a high caliber opponent, so we're excited, but we're ready to play.
I know you are. Rangers Network, we're here at all kind of weird hours. We're here on the weekends, we're here in the evenings doing stuff, and there is one thing that I can always count on: your truck being down in the coach's parking lot. You know, this isn't a job for you. This is something you love. Tell me about that.
Well, I think everybody's wired to do something. The good Lord gives everybody a set of some kind of DNA, a set of skills that suits them. You don't get everything,
but you get some things. And I think we're supposed to figure out what that is and then go that route. And, you know, he didn't give me intelligence, he didn't give me looks, he didn't give me any of that. But why don't you go the football route like your daddy did, your brother did, your sons did, your nephew did, and everybody else. And I think I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
How's it been being in a coaching family, having your boys come up and coach, and now Brian announcing for Rangers Network and talking through the games? This has got to mean something to you.
Well, you know, Smithson Valley is a family to me. This community, this school, this football program, and has been for 31 years. But to have my whole family, my 2 sons and their wives and their children, my grandchildren, in the same community is very gratifying. And you know, my dad watches on the Rangers Network each week, and he's 92 years old, and he doesn't miss a ball game because of the work of Rangers Network. So I'm very blessed to be here, excited about this game, excited to represent this community on a statewide stage.
Speaking of not missing a game, there is a lady here who never misses a game, and that's Lori Hill. Your wife is here. She is so supportive. This is going to be a big deal for her. How's she feeling this week?
Well, she's excited, as we all are, but yeah, she married into this mess, you know, a long time ago, and but has embraced it, and you know, she's a big part of what we do, organizing the other wives. Of course, supporting me on and off the field, and you know, taking care of our players. And I guess it's a cliche to say you can't do it without her. I don't know if I necessarily want to say that, although I couldn't. But maybe a better way to say it is I wouldn't want to do it without her.
Yeah, I like that, Coach. She's pretty amazing. So let's get off of football and family for a second, and let's talk about if they were to make a movie about you, and someone was going to play you, an actor. I mean, would it be a young Clint Eastwood? Who would that be, Coach?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. It seems like all the actors in my era are dead, you know. So I don't know. But it'd probably be somebody obscure who you know, most of those movie stars have got pretty good looks, so they'd have to get some makeup and dumb him down a little bit. But I don't know. That's a great question, but I don't think they're going to make a movie about my life, so it's probably a moot point.
You never know, Coach. It's not too late.
Guy asked me earlier today, what's one thing about you that no one knows? I had to think about that a little bit. You want to know what I told him?
What'd you tell him?
Me and my buddies really like the Rolling Stones. If you lived in my neighborhood, you couldn't be a Beatles guy. You know?
You wouldn't survive.
Yeah, if you're a Beatles guy, you had to go. You got to go stand over there. So it was a Stones neighborhood.
So, Coach, what sets this team apart? Like, this is your 4th time to head to state. Where do you see this team? And I mean, it's been amazing watching them this year.
Yeah, you know, every team's unique. It's got its own DNA. The makeup's different. No 2 teams are alike, and certainly this one isn't either. But they have those core values that every championship team has to have. I mean, you have to have some ability, and we certainly have some talented players. And it's always such a cliche to say, well, they're together, you know, they have great team chemistry or unity. But these guys do. And I don't necessarily mean that they hang out with each other every waking minute, but they support each other, hanging out together 2 or 3 times a day for 5 months. They get along. There's not a lot of drama. And they haven't gotten tired of the process. And that's hard to do when you're doing the same things each Monday for 5 months, each Tuesday. It takes up your weekends and nights. And some teams embrace that better than others. This team has thrived in it. And we've had as good a practice the last few weeks as we've had all year. So clearly this is not a tired, worn out, mentally worn team here at the end.
Well, Coach, we've been doing this a long time with you, the team, the coaches, and we're super excited. We know how special this is, and we are pumped for this Friday. And we wish you all the best of luck, the team, and we think you've got this.
Well, thank you, and we appreciate you and all the Rangers Network for all that y'all do. What we have is very unique, and it's the best out there, and a big part of that is you guys and your efforts. So thank you.
Oh, thanks, Coach. Good luck. Go Rangers.
Go Rangers.
We're back at the AT&T Center. We're about ready to wrap up the pregame show, but first we got to talk about keys to the game. What are your 3 keys, Brad?
This is amazing. We're listening to our school song right now. We've got to play great defense. This team, Aledo, they're legitimate. You know, they're as advertised. I think we have to run the football to control the clock and make it our style of play and have our momentum like we want it. And then, of course, just attack on defense and create turnovers. And that's not going to be something that they're used to.
And I'll add to this. Larry Hill's known for his special teams, and I think we have to win the special teams battle in every form and portion of that, because we know Larry counts that as one of the bigger parts of the game.
Right. Don't be sad if we have to punt the football, because we do that well, and we can force turnovers in that part of the game as well.
All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for the pregame show. Don't forget to stay with us. We'll have the audio of tonight's game, including stats on your screen, so stick with us right here on the Ranger Network.
Welcome to True Skin Dermatology, your home for healthy skin. We're part of a nationwide network of trusted dermatology professionals. Walking into True Skin, you can expect excellence. Hello, my name is Kevin Jackenturi, and I'm a certified physician assistant located right here in the Smithson Valley area. I specialize in skin cancer diagnosis and treatment, cosmetic services, acne, eczema, and more. I am here to serve your family's needs and am excited to be part of the Ranger Nation. Come see us today. Go Rangers!
Guys, look what just came in. Just in time.
Please tell me it's our hats.
It is, but these aren't the right ones.
Oh, great. What are we gonna do now? These will never work.
Hey, I know. Why don't we call your dad, Hill? Jeremy Fuller, State Farm Insurance, can help with anything.
Well, usually can, but...
Great idea. He helped my grandma with her business insurance.
Yes, he does that, but not...
Yes, he even helped my mom with her boat insurance.
Yes, that's great, but he doesn't insure shipping.
There they are. I've been looking all over for those. The teachers are having a pool party after swim practice is done. And I think you're looking for these.
Thanks, Principal Snyder. Now we are ready.
And so are we.
Let's do this!
It is December 15th, 2023, a time of year where high school football is over for most every team. But it's not for the Rangers of Smithson Valley as they get ready to tangle with one of the most dominant teams in Class 5A football over the past 20 years, the Bearcats of Aledo, in the 2023 state championship game here at AT&T Stadium, also known as Jerry World. But let's look back at the past 20 or so years of Smithson Valley football. This is the fourth state final appearance after winning last weekend in its seventh state semifinal appearance. It's the 29th playoff appearance in the past 31 years. 1995 and 2009, the only years we missed.
Amazing.
So let me say it right now. This is going to be a battle, a dogfight, an all-out war between the last two teams standing. And as Rangers, that's just the way we like it. Good evening, everyone. This is Tony Brubaker, and joining me is longtime Ranger coach Brad Lind. And Brad, as I was saying that, the Rangers came out of the tunnel, and it gives you goosebumps when you see something like this, doesn't it?
That's a great intro for the game that you did, and man, just watching these kids come out, that I know they're keyed up, I know they're nervous, but if they can just take a moment, if I had a prayer that I could give for them, is just take a moment and just soak it all in and get ready to play the best game they've ever played.
So we see that they won the toss. So we'll start with the kickoff in just probably less than a minute. We're in the AT&T Stadium. This is where the Dallas Cowboys play. It's an amazing facility that we've seen for the last, 4 hours or more. It is remarkable. It is like every new NFL stadium you've ever seen, but this one's longer been here than a lot of them that you see now. This is amazing. This is where Dak Prescott throws the football.
Sure. I'm a little prejudiced, though. I think high school football fans are just a little louder and a little more passionate. I know those people that go to a pro game have to pay a lot of money to get to sit here, but what a great place for high school kids and high school fans to get to watch a game.
So Aledo will receive the kickoff. Clayton Amaya, one of the seniors for the Rangers, he will kick it off for Smithson Valley. He's been a long-time kicker for the Rangers and has done great work for a number of years. What are my numbers on extra points? 68 of 74 this year, 12 of 14 on field goals. He's been asked to do an awful lot this year, and he has come through the Rangers every which way.
He's a very talented kicker. There's no wind to hurt him or help him, so let's see what his true measure of his leg is here, see how far he can put this one.
No doubt about it. Aledo will receive the opening kick, and we are just a couple of seconds away from the start of this game on the Rangers Network, your home of Smithson Valley football. Amaya's kick end over end sails towards the end zone and bounces.
He's got a leg.
Bounces on the Cowboy helmet in the end zone.
Yeah,
it'll be a touchback, and Aledo will start at the 25.
About 6 yards deep in the end zone with no wind. That's a great kicker.
He kicked some last weekend down at Corpus against the wind and with the wind, and you're right, he's got quite a leg. And the defense of Smithson Valley, which is in a lot of ways the bell cow of this program because of how dominant they've been for years.
Well, this year, they just added a little icing on the cake with all the takeaways that they have, and they'll need some of that today. I mean, that's been their strength all year, so let's do some more of that.
Hoss Haney, the senior quarterback, 6 foot 190. He's got weapons all around him. Hawk Patrick Daniels, the tailback. This is the quarterback running it on first down. He'll get about 4 yards before he's smothered by the Ranger defense.
He's their dominant player. It doesn't surprise me that he keeps the ball on the first play of the game.
Not too surprising. Spradling, Maynard, two primary tacklers on that one. So 2nd and 6 from the 29. 3 receivers out to the near sideline. A quick pass goes incomplete, knocked down, deflected. Was that Dudzikowski who got a hand on it?
Yes, I believe so. Number 27.
So it is now 3rd down and 6.
He's close to picking that off on the replay.
Yeah. He had a chance, didn't he? Had a chance. Spradling was right there, too, on that inside receiver. Now they've got 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, 2 backs in the backfield. For Hoss Haney, he wants to throw. He looks across the middle, has a man incomplete. Duffy on coverage, and that brings up 4th down on back-to-back incompletions.
Great job by the Rangers there. They had a long snap count trying to draw them off sides, and we had a blitz, so you're trying to time that on the snap count, and we did a really good job of not being fooled by that snap count.
So their punter is Pierce Ling, a sophomore, averages 36.6 yards of kick, a punt. Let me tell you, though, he's only punted, well, I don't know if that's him then. That's a different number. Anyway, he'd only punted 10 times. Rangers get close, but he gets the punt off. Duffy will field it across the 40 and is chased out of bounds near midfield, so the Rangers will have good field position.
Great start for the Rangers
after the punt.
Yeah.
Smithson Valley, they'll mark it, looks like the 47, So a good start for the Rangers here. Just a minute into the first quarter as we stopped them with 2 incompletions, not taking much time.
I'm really surprised that Aledo threw 2 passes in that first series.
I am too.
I know they're missing their number 1 running back, but the kid that replaced him,
that Hawk Daniels,
is no slouch.
Almost 800 yards in limited action, only 124 carries.
Yeah, really surprised me that they threw the ball twice in that first series.
So Rylan Walker, we talked about him in the pregame show. Right now, he's the quarterback for the Rangers. Motion by Freddie. Hands it off, he does. That's Spradley, and he doesn't get much at all. He gets stood up. They're going to try to push him back, but the whistle blows as the Rangers' right side didn't get enough room for him to get through. They've got a good defense, too. Dempsey, Sanders, Richter, and Cohan.
Great job by their whole defensive line.
Their line.
Right,
Keys is the middle linebacker. Howington and McElray on the outside. They have not given up much this year, only allowing 16 points a game. Walker on 2nd and long. Gives it to Spradley, and again has a bit of a crease, but only gets a couple of yards, maybe 3, to midfield.
It's really interesting that so far Aledo is sort of making soft coverage decisions and putting a lot more guys in there to stop the run. It'll be interesting to see if the Rangers will open it up and go ahead and throw the ball.
So Duffy is to the near.
It's a huge cushion over here on Duffy.
Well, we got 2 receivers, 2 by 2 on the receivers. On the right hash at midfield, Walker. Short drop, throws it long. Duffy, far sideline. Gets bumped at the end, it's incomplete. Good coverage by Jaden Allen, their senior corner who's Texas bound, as is Freddie DeBose.
Yeah, they'll be teammates next year, but right now, number 2 defense was pass interference on number 2 offense for Smithson Valley.
Grabbed
he clearly
his arm.
pulled his arm down.
Yeah, grabbed his arm.
We get the luxury of the giant screen here, but that official was pretty close. He should have made that call.
I will say, though, they let them play a lot in the game before us, too. They're not throwing a lot of flags on that stuff. Amaya's punt is an end-over-end kick that has a great bounce, goes towards the end zone, and the Rangers stop it inside the 5. Great job by Clayton Amaya on a punt that covers 48 yards to the 2.
2 offensive teams have been 3 and out, so 2 defensive teams have done a great job of stopping them on 3 and outs. But I would say right now you got to give Smithson Valley a +1 or +2 because of those 2 great special teams. A great short return, but a fielding the kick in coverage situation, and now to stop that ball down there on the 2-yard line is a great job by the coverage team on the punt team there.
We expect them to probably run at this position, don't you think?
You would think so, but they threw it twice. They threw it twice. Let's don't discount a bad snap or some kind of problem here. The Rangers create their first turnover down here early.
So 2 receivers.
The loss,
Yeah, the illegal procedure. So they get a 1-yard penalty back from the 2 to the 1. Did our referee say anything?
No, he just signaled procedure without looking up and couldn't move the ball.
So we played a little over 2 minutes. They've got the ball at their own 1. It is 1st and about 11. Handoff in the end zone.
Safety.
We got him. We got a safety.
Safety.
The Rangers start the game with the 2-pointer that you don't see much. Davila, I think, made the biggest hit at the end.
Really surprising.
But we strung it on, didn't we?
Really surprising. They try to go wide. Most teams will go straight ahead in that situation. I mean, it was clearly a safety. He's tackled about 4 yards deep in the end zone.
He never got to the goal line at all.
Wasn't even close.
2 minutes and 15 seconds in. The Rangers are on the scoreboard with a safety, and that's got the crowd alive.
Oh, it's a huge play. Huge play because you get the ball back right away. So your defense stops them, and now your offense gets to go.
So we are on, just so I can set the scene, if you're watching video and listening to us, we are on the sideline of the cameras, which is the Aledo side. Smithson Valley on the home side, which is across.
Yeah,
that was Davila.
We were close there to get a turnover.
We almost got it stripped.
Woods.
Hudson.
Yeah.
Hudson Woods almost got the ball loose. Yeah. Davila got the safety. It was a team effort, as it always is for the Rangers. So looks like they're gonna kick it off from, I thought it was the 20. Isn't it the 20 after safety?
Yes.
It is the 20, isn't it?
Yes, the referee's just standing on the 25, and the kicker, I guess the kicker just went up there to get the ball from him. But they're moving back.
So from the 20, they will kick off.
And they choose to kick it off the ground. So we'll see. Rangers look really, really deep. Maybe they know something about the kicker that I don't, but the Rangers are really deep.
This is 47, Crawford Cole. Another kicker, not the one they list, but he's the one doing the kickoff. End over end kick will be fielded by Freud at the 27. Goes far sideline, has a couple of blocks, then gets met across the 40 and brought down at about the 45. We'll see where they spot it.
Well, the safety, causes them to kick off from the 20, so you can attribute the defense to give them good field position there.
So again, the Rangers get the safety and now have the ball at their own 45. So 2 possessions close to midfield to start this game. We played less than 2.5 minutes, and already a lot of action here. So the Ranger offense has Walker, a tailback behind him, two backs on the edge of the tackle, and 2 receivers. We hand it off, cup and near sideline, not much room as their linebackers are all over it.
Looks like De Hoyos.
The backup got the carry there.
We've probably seen him a lot tonight. He's a quality back.
He's a lot like Sowersby, not as shifty, but has immense speed and generally gets to the hole quick if the hole stays open.
Right.
So no gain at second. 2nd and 10. Again, a receiver either side. Again, 2 H-backs between the guard and the tackle. Extra blockers. Through the middle, we throw it to DeBose. He makes a catch across midfield. Across the 40 down to the 35, where he's dragged down by Jaden Allen, his soon-to-be teammate at Texas. So that's a first down for the Rangers. Ball spotted at the 36.
Yeah, Jaden Allen is his name. He was all a great coverage, but Freddie just made a better catch off of that good throw.
So a gain of 19. Motion by DeBose. We'll flip it to Freund. Going far. Makes a good tackle. Does one of their offensive or defensive tackles, Caden Atwood, his 28th tackle of the year. A gain of 3 at 2nd and 7.
Yeah, they're substituting three players then. I guess the D-line coming in for fresh legs. So the offensive line for Smithson Valley, even though we haven't gained a lot of yards, doing a good job up front, tiring those kids out.
They've got 2 sophomores, a junior, and 1 senior on that starting defensive line. The backups are a couple of seniors and a junior. Fake the handoff, rollout. That's Baker, the tight end H-back. He gets about a yard to the 31. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, Aledo was waiting for that one. They're well coached on defense, and they run the ball really well. 2 guys right there after the catch.
Maybe 3rd and 6 from the 32 is a better spot of that one. Rangers huddle up as the play clock goes under 20. They break that huddle. Freddie to the near side, Freund to the far side. Looks like Baker in the slot. Rylan Walker calls out signals. Snap, throw, quick one to Freddie, a little in route, and I don't think he hung on to it.
Ball was a little behind
him.
Yeah, I'm sure Freddie thinks he should have made that catch, but that ball was a little underthrown.
So now it's 4th and about 6 from the 32.
This is plenty distance. Our field goal kicker.
So we're going to kick a 50-yard field goal, 49-yard field goal try.
49.5, yeah.
So Clayton Amaya, I said 12 of 14 on field goals or somewhere close to that. Ball spotted at 32. They're about 7.5 yards deep. It'll be 49 officially. Amaya Snap by Barrett Lopez. The kick is up. It's got the distance,
and
it's through. Oh, my.
Great job.
49-yard field goal by Clayton Amaya, and this is a baseball score. The Rangers are up 5-0 with still 7 minutes to go in the first quarter.
I was going to say that. I was going to say baseball score. Man, great job by the defense so far. Aledo obviously doing a good job except for one offensive play, but we've got 5 points right now.
Wow. Look at that kick. Just hooked it in at the last minute. Was good. Probably would have been good from about
5 or 6 more yards,
54, 55 yards.
Yeah. And that's got it, success breeds success. That kid's ready to kick another one if we need him.
He'll play on Saturday somewhere.
Somewhere, you bet.
Somewhere. You see the Ranger fans, some of them down in the crowd being interviewed by one of the TV cameras.
Yeah, they get to throw some T-shirts. I try to keep one for myself. While she's talking, I'd stuff it in my pants.
Clayton, again, we can't say enough about him, but he has been a great, great kicker for the Smithson Valley Rangers.
Well, he's got a different pace of way to prepare, a way to get ready. He can't just go, knock heads like some of the offensive defensive linemen, but his opening kickoff, 5 yards deep in the end zone, and then that long field goal. I mean, he's here to play all evening. He's going to do a great job.
46-yarder against Georgetown, then against Seguin. Kicked a lot of extra points, I remember that.
Yeah.
And he handles kickoff chores, and he gets it into the end zone more often than not. That one at the 2 on a windy day at Seguin. And again, good coverage by the Ranger kick teams. And he's a punter, not conventional, but he has an ability to kill it right there. They fielded that one. You see, Georgetown did a bad job of that.
Yeah.
That ball would have rolled into the end zone, but
right.
You saw highlights of how Duffy got down and got one in the pregame show. It's an amazing night for the Rangers, and they're right here playing everything they can, giving everything they can to play for this victory, a state championship.
I guess there's some fans that could be listening to us and be here at the stadium.
They could be, yes.
Some people are at home. They have no idea how many. We brought a lot of fans. Aledo only had to drive about 15 miles to get here.
And they have a lot of fans.
Their side is really
full.
We're
250 miles from home or more.
Yeah,
and we've got a lot of fans here as well.
Let's just say our fans have shown up. They're doing a great job.
And then there's a lot of football fans in the building. This is the last game of the night. Anna won the first one, and then Gilmer won the second one.
Yeah, and a great game.
Great game as they beat.
Only an extra point separated those two teams. Yeah. Gilmer versus. Should have known it when I said it.
Not Beeville.
Yes, Belleville.
Belleville missed an extra point in the first half, then went for 2
Had
later
to go
and
for
missed
2
it.
to try to get that back going. Yeah.
So down 2 points, both on missed extra point tries. So here comes Amaya. He'll kick it off again. Does his little ritual there.
It looks weird, the hash marks in the stadium are there for the pro game, so they had to draw some extra hash marks that certainly the Ranger players and the Ranger fans are used to.
You even said when we got here on Wednesday it was 6-man football, and that's a whole different
No
field.
telling how they configured it.
They had goalposts on the goal line and extra lines in where you see the NFL logos. But Amaya's going to kick it off, and we'll see if he can get it in the end zone again. This one looks a little shorter. Yeah.
He's going to take it.
Wow, almost brought it out.
Yeah, it's about a yard. Probably
Lawrence
a yard.
Avon Lawrence.
A yard less than he did last time.
So they'll start from the 25 again with the touchback. Rangers have had the ball twice. They got a field goal on the second try. The first time they punted, but then got a safety as they pinned Aledo down deep.
That's a great defensive play, but you've got to attribute that to superior special teams preparation and play.
And we talked about that in the pregame shows. You got to win special teams in a game like this.
It's one of those things that people that play against the Rangers know, but if you haven't played against them before, you don't know how good they are, and they've really shown out so far.
5 minutes gone in the first quarter. Haas wants to throw. That one's picked off by Gingrich. He's returned 3 for touchdowns. This time the Rangers will have the ball inside the 20, maybe inside the 10, because I think there's a penalty.
I think there's a face mask on their receiver after the interception.
Yeah.
What a great job of reading the quarterback's feet and reading the throwing motion and jumping that route.
It's the 7th interception of the year for Zach Gingrich. 3 times returned for touchdowns.
Well, he's one of those, they throw it to his side because the other one's so dang good.
On the other
Duffy's
side.
tremendous, so you're not going to throw over there. But he's made some plays. Man, they need to get this one in the end zone before Aledo knows what's up.
You have to. You have to.
Showing it on the replay.
From the 16, the ball will be marked, I think, to the 8, half the distance. And that's where the Rangers will be first and goal. Yeah, he grabbed it good and didn't let it go.
Yeah.
And that is their other corner.
Oh, that's the receiver, number 11, yeah.
I'm sorry, that is their receiver, yes. The receiver, Trace Clarkson, called for the penalty. So Rangers at the 8, first and goal. Both receivers in tight. There's a tight end on both sides of the line. Now the running back moves beside him. DeBose, it's an end around. Freddie gets caught in the backfield.
Great job by the
defensive
defensive end. Great job by the defensive end. Yeah.
Caden
Dempsey.
Atwood, their defensive tackle, who got through the line and made the play. Got some help on that play from defensive end Carson Dempsey.
Yeah, 35. He beat 2 blockers.
Wow. So it's now second and goal from the 11. Second and goal from the 11. The offensive line's got to do some work right here. A 4-man front with 3 linebackers. Just what we expected. We'll go end around this time. Duffy coming near sideline. There's a flag, probably a hold. We'll see what the call is as he's back. DuBose is back to the 14 or 15 where they're going to spot him, but the flag's at the 14.
Freddie's really fast, so I got to tip my hat to the Aledo defense right there. They were ready for that play, and they're filling the lanes.
We are known for our end arounds. They're picking up the flag. So they spot him at the 13. It's a loss of 2. So we've had 2 run plays, and we've lost 5 yards. It's third and goal from the 12.
Number 3 there on the replay. Tremendous pursuit after the reverse.
That's their middle linebacker, Devon Keys, who's also a running back.
Yeah, he's on his way to play on Saturday somewhere.
So Duffy to the far side, DuBose to the near side. Faking a linebacker blitz on the near side. Walker wants to throw. He's got an over-the-top throw to DuBose. He's being grabbed, but it's uncatchable. It's too far. He was being grabbed by the cornerback, Chris Johnson, but the ball was uncatchable as Freddie never had a chance to get anywhere near it in bounds. So here comes Clayton Amaya, and we're going to try another field goal.
You know, they call that uncatchable because he's got a hold of him. If you
the
let him run,
ball landed about 5 yards outside is why I said it was uncatchable, and I do firmly believe it was. So a 30-yard field goal try for Clayton Amaya, near hash though, so this is a tough angle to get. 5:34 to go in the opening quarter. Kick is up and it's straight down the middle.
Awesome.
It's 8-0 Rangers, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, or a safety and 2 field goals, whatever you call it.
Still 8 points.
It's still 8 points.
Yeah. So it's not really a 2-score game, but they've got to do something special if they are lucky enough to score a touchdown. That's
There's no doubt about it. And we're still here as the Rangers, 5:29 to go in the first quarter. We've scored 3 times and have 8 points. Not too many ways you can do that.
No, the only way to do it.
We've done it, and we have a lead here in the early going.
We said early, the defense has to play well and make some takeaways. They've done that. And then the special teams, they've done that. And, of course, the kickers had a great game. Two kicks deep in the end zone.
Three keys. 2 of them were special teams, which we've done well, and defense, which we've done well.
That's right.
Now it's time for the offense, after the defense gets another stop, time for the offense to make some points.
That's right.
So Aledo's back. It is Avon Lawrence near and Jake Gillespie in the middle, which is where Amaya has kicked it twice. Staying away from Hawk Patrick Daniels, the tailback, who's on the right or the far left side as you look at the kicker. This is a return. Near sideline, tackled and driven out of bounds, so right where they would have got it if he'd have taken a touchback. Right. Dudzikowski there to put him down, that it was Avon Lawrence. Duds just breaks through a couple of blockers and makes a play.
Those return guys don't like the fair catch, and they want.
No,
they
don't.
Chance,
they want to be the guy, and they're trying to be the guy. But the Rangers right now have to do some more defense.
Keep something going here. Really, Aledo hasn't had too many chances on offense.
We've forced a punt, gotten a safety, and an interception. And now the tailback in the backfield, that's Hudson Woods, puts him down with a loss of a couple of yards, maybe 5. Hudson Woods, the sophomore, 14 sacks, 28 tackles for loss for the second-year high school player.
Great job right there. Great job right there.
Straight upfield and made the play.
Puts them on way off schedule. Let's see what they've got here.
Haas Haney doesn't know what's hit him right now. It's still early, though. Way too early. We give it to Daniels. Patrick Daniels. Hawk is his first name. 124 carries, 768 yards, 6.2 a carry, 12 touchdowns.
There goes Woods again from the backside making that tackle.
And again brought down by Hudson Woods. It's 3rd and 13. They've got to get to the 35. They're at the 22. 3 receivers near side. Haney wants to throw, looks down the field, has a man on the sideline who makes the catch. And I think he bobbled it, says Gingrich.
Referee says he
caught it.
But
they say he caught it, and that should be a first down.
Let's see the replay here.
We'll get the replay. He got that foot down. He did get it down. Great catch. So Haney's calling the play at the line of scrimmage. Our referee wants to talk.
I guess they're going to review
They're going to review it.
But they don't need to.
I don't know why. We already saw it. It was in.
It's got to be the world's largest television in front of us.
No doubt about it, but we already saw that it was in. They had to see that too. Are they checking whether he maintained
Maybe
possession?
They're looking to see if he bobbled it or not, but I
saw
a clear catch,
Yeah, Gingrich
Let's
said
see what he does after this.
He's inbounds with that left foot.
It's great camera work. I know you can't see that on radio, but
so let's see if he maintains the catch.
There might have been an inch of green grass between his foot and the sideline.
No. By the way, that is Caden Finley, 36 receptions. He's a sophomore. And made a great catch there on a first down pass of about 14 yards, 13 and a half.
That's a huge play for Aledo, getting themselves out of that deep hole.
Yes, it is.
They didn't want to punt back to Smithson Valley at that time.
It's their first down.
First down, yeah, that's true.
So the pass of 13 yards. You hear their crowd go wild as the referee says it is a first down. The ball down at the, well, we'll call it the 36 because it's past the 35. So a completion of a little more than 13 yards. It's first down. 4:16 to go on the play that goes out of bounds. But don't they restart the clock? I guess not in high school. That's something else.
Right.
That's a level above us. Hawk makes the catch, or takes the handoff, pardon me. He's caught.
He ran a long way for 2 yards right there.
Yeah, he did. That was Gingrich who got him out of bounds. Good thing he didn't hang on. That might have been a horse collar.
Yeah, it was close.
Or
but
that they wanted to call.
Yeah, he stepped out of bounds. And it was on their bench, too, so their fans would have gone crazy.
Yeah. So they've got 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near.
2nd and 8.
Hawk Patrick Daniels next to the quarterback. Haas wants to run. Haney gets first down yardage as he gets near midfield before he's finally wrestled down. Hudson Woods was there. But Haas Haney read the play and saw that he had a lane and took it. He's a good runner, too, over 960 yards this year.
Yeah, I think as the game progresses, we're going to see him take over and run the ball. Quarterback draw, those kind of things.
That was a big play on 2nd and long.
About time for another turnover.
So 1st and 10. He keeps it again. Voids one tackler, then runs out of bounds.
Big, strong kid.
He is.
You're not going to be able to just knock him down. You're going to have to make a tackle.
Has signed with TCU to play there next year. Got 3 on the carry to the 44. It's 2nd down and 7. Both teams with 2 first downs right now, you can see from the stats. 2nd and 7. The Hawks keep it again. He gets away from one, now has the sideline and runs out of bounds after
we
getting
just
the
got to
first
tackle
down.
better. That was well.
We did. We had him.
A great scheme for that play because we had the zone read covered on the front side with a handoff, and we should have had it covered with the quarterback out the back door. We just have 2 people miss tackles. Of course, he's a talented runner.
He is.
Another first down.
A 9-yard run. So their drive continues now. This is the 8th play of the drive. This time he hands it off. Not much is Patrick Daniels.
2nd and long. Look for that run-pass option, the quarterback having the ability to keep the ball.
Patrick Daniels met in the hole by Dudzikowski. Maynard was there too,
Finished
not till long, and
98
Sosa
too.
came in to clean it up.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 9. Haney, by the way, has 40 touchdowns, 25 passing, 15 rushing. 5 games of rushing for 100 yards or more. Hands it to Patrick Daniels, who's got a good run up the middle. Not quite a first down as he gets to the 25. That's really close. It'll be 3rd and very short, maybe less than a yard, probably about a half a yard. So after the 8-yard run, it's 3rd and about, well, we'll call it 1, but it's less than that. Ranger defense being asked to bottle them up again. The first long drive of the night is by Aledo, and they're going to call a timeout with 2:07 to go in first. We're going to just stay right here as it'll be a short timeout. So we have rushed for 1 yard, as you see on the screen. They've rushed for 39. That's because we've thrown more passes than they have. We're 4 of 7 passing for 21 yards. Or I'm sorry, I'm not. So
looks like
21 yards on 7 completions, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the 11. What's the 11 for 21?
I don't know.
There?
I'm confused.
Pass yards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 4 of 7 for catches.
We're on the screen with you. We're seeing the screen too. So we're trying to help you digest it as they have more first downs now, more rush attempts by far.
I'll say this about Aledo's drive. They've had to make some really, really big plays, and once we settle in and start tackling the quarterback better, we'll have an answer for that too. But right now, he's the dominant player for them.
And what we've seen a couple of games in the playoffs, we've fallen behind early, but there's never a panic in this program.
No, we don't want to do that against these guys.
Yeah,
but let's go ahead and tackle him now, maybe.
But I remember A&M Consolidated and College Station were good offenses too. This one may be better. Haney designed run, gets the first down, but doesn't get much more to the 23, it looks like. Whole bunch of Rangers there. That's Woods that got him first. Dudzikowski's in there down at the bottom. Well, that's Woods at the bottom. So a gain of 3 is a first down.
You can tell they're a veteran playoff team. They're very patient. They're not rattled by that 8-0 score. They're just working their offense like they know how.
These are 2 programs that have had more success in the last 15 years, but 2 programs that are both very veteran-oriented programs, even though they're under a first-year head coach. Patrick Daniels gets on the loose. He's in the end zone. And Aledo has pulled to within 8-6.
See what they do here on the extra point. So a 24-yard touchdown run
by Hawk Patrick Daniels, his 13th of the year.
And they'll kick the extra point.
Yeah, they do that thing where they look and see if the
swinging gate play,
swinging gate to see if the defense is going to pay attention to it, see what they line up, see if you can get it, and then their kicker comes on. Again, the kicker is Cole Crawford. He's a junior. Left-footed kick is up, and it's good. So it's 8-7. The Rangers on top as we've got
1:28 left in the first quarter.
1:28 left in the quarter. We're going to stay here.
We played a lot of football for just one quarter.
Isn't that amazing that we have
Man,
we kicked at 7:07. It's 7:41, so we've played, 34 minutes in a 15-minute quarter, but so much has happened.
Man, Aledo capitalized. You're just watching the replays now.
Yeah.
The Rangers have to tackle better against a quality squad. That long third down pass where the guy was almost out of bounds, just an inch to spare, is huge for their drive because that kept them going.
Started it. Yeah.
I'm not a big momentum guy. I like every play to be its own kind of thing, but Aledo has got to feel better about that after sustaining a long drive and getting right back into the game.
That pass play was on 3rd and 13, and they made it by a half a yard.
Sure.
That started the drive, the first
about
3
1
plays.
inch, 1 inch from being out of bounds. So,
no doubt about it.
That could have been different. Let's see what happens now with the Ranger offense.
11 plays and 75 yards. The kick is kind of a nubber, fielded by Freund at the 10. He's got the sideline, finally chased out of bounds, tackled out of bounds. Where's the flag?
That should be a flag.
That should be, is it? I don't see it though.
Let's watch the replay. He was way out of bounds.
He was almost got a face mask and then threw him down.
That should be a penalty.
That's a penalty. Why don't we have a flag?
I know you said let them play. But,
coaches
things,
have to be all over the officials down there now. That's got to be a flag when you pull him down when you're 2 steps out of bounds. But anyway, the Rangers got it back to the 45 where they start 1st and 10. So again, 3 of the first 4 possessions, all 4 possessions have been in good field position. Walker, this is Spradling. Tries to turn upfield, gets a couple of yards. Keys on the tackle, the middle linebacker.
Yeah, we won't stop saying his name. He's a very talented player. He runs the football well.
Ranger offensive line, no doubt, has been challenged.
He's just so fast. He looks unblockable, but they'll work that out. They'll figure out a way.
Yeah, 6'1", 220, and a senior. I don't have a word on where he's going to play next year, but I bet he does somewhere. Same formation we've seen a bunch. A delayed handoff, Spradling met by Keys in the hole, maybe got a yard to the 49. So 3rd and 6 for the Rangers. Seems like we've had 3rd and more than 5 on every drive.
Right.
And we don't have a first down yet. No, we did. I'm sorry. We
They'll
did
get a
on
first
the
down
pass play on Freddie's catch.
Yes.
We've got 2 first downs, don't get me wrong. So 3rd and 6, the ball at the 49. We need to get to their, their 45 or 46, so maybe 3rd and 5. Walker surveys. We've got 2 receivers either side now. And there's a timeout on the field. Did we call it? End of quarter.
End of quarter, okay.
Oh,
End of quarter.
Good call, Brad.
Yeah.
End of quarter. So we've got a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. The Rangers lead it 8-7 as we head to the second quarter with the ball at midfield.
Not the fun part of being a dad, but I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me.
Concerning you?
Yeah. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella, and
Arlo?
I wasn't eavesdropping. He's always watching you. His videos are secure. This guy sounds like a creep.
It's not.
Your privacy is very important to me. And I think you need to make better decisions when it comes to boys. And this Arlo is not a boy that I think you should be dating.
You're dating someone?
Yeah, Arlo. I heard you guys talking about him.
Arlo.
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. We were talking about how great they are and how safe they make me feel. Arlo's not a boy.
Well, that's a boy's name.
Oh boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera. Named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Hey, wrong way!
What is going on?
It's this darn whistle, it's broken. What are we gonna do now? The game's only an hour away. We can call Talent Dad with Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance. That's not really what he does. Great idea. He has my dad's auto insurance.
Yeah, but that's not it either.
Yes, he has my mom's homeowner's insurance.
That's great, but it's not that kind of insurance.
Stop!
One of these? We have plenty lying around.
Yes! All right, let's try that again.
Big third down here.
We're back, third down for the Rangers. Third and about 5. Spradling goes beside Ryland. Looks like we'll throw a little in route, and it's dropped. Contact by the defensive back, Chris Johnson, and Duffy couldn't hang on to it. So we'll have to punt from midfield. So again, Chris Johnson and Jaden Allen are their 2 senior corners, and they've made nice plays tonight.
We should have come, Duffy should have come down.
Should have.
Yeah, but that was a good play by the defense as well.
Sure. So Amaya's on. Just a short drop. He's only about 10 yards deep. And he just gets that one off. It might have got tipped. Fielded at the 25, and then a tackle made by Maynard just across the 25 near the 30-yard line. So that's where Aledo will start.
Yeah, Smithson Valley's very close to playing great defense, even on that last.
Boy, Keys almost got it, and then he ran into the kicker. How did that not get called? At least, I mean, he took his plant leg out, and that's a mandatory flag, isn't it?
2 calls that are not what you say, letting them play. Two calls that should have been made.
That's a mandatory. When you take out the plant leg, that's an injury possible.
Yeah.
So Aledo has the ball, 32-yard line, 1st and 10, 11:44 in the second. Haney is going to run again. We meet him and make a better tackle that time. Spradling, I think, got there. Maynard. Well, that was Maynard who got there first. Hudson Woods cleaned it up as well, a gain of a couple.
Haven't seen him move the chain yet, so maybe no gain.
Maybe no gain, okay. I like the sound of that. Patrick Daniels breaks a tackle. He's in the loose, far sideline. One guy to beat, and we get him out of bounds as he runs out of bounds inside the 25. Duffy, Davila, Gingrich all chasing. Maynard misses the tackle, can't bring him down, about 5 yards up. Then he turns upfield.
Aledo trying to go fast.
Aledo trying to go fast. We're back in play. Haney waits for the snap with a couple of receivers. He wants to run it himself. Good blocking, but he has to go out of bounds after a gain of just a couple. Ball stopped. There's a line of scrimmage at the 25. So will we call that a 4-yard run?
Maybe 3 or 4, yes.
A
yes.
3-yard run to the 22. So again, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Handed off again. Patrick Williams met in the hole and stopped.
Great play by number 12.
Miller, the safety, PK Miller.
He came up closer to the line of scrimmage. After the ball was snapped, he ran farther in there than linebackers. That's almost a no gain by a safety tackle.
So we'll give him actually, looks like a yard.
Yeah.
Or 2
Tremendous
yards.
play.
But in any event, it's 3rd down and 5. They're 2 of 3 on 3rd downs. Rangers 0 of 4 tonight. Haney wants to throw, hits a back out of the backfield, and he scrambles ahead.
Probably
good blocking by their receiver, Finley. He's got a 1st down at the 14, it looks like.
Quarterback gets that ball out quickly, so it's hard for the defense to rally.
Right.
You know, you need more than just the corner to defeat the block. You got to have a safety and an outside linebacker get there, and the quarterback threw it so well that it makes it tough.
We knew they were good coming in. They're showing they're good right now. After falling behind, a good drive. Here's a blitz. Haney gets away from it. He's inside the 10, spins down after being tackled there.
It's a well-constructed blitz by the Rangers. They just got to make tackles. Got to beat one block and make another tackle. Almost had him for a loss.
Almost. We got there. 2 different guys got there.
Yeah. He's just
Miller.
He's not the kind of runner that's going to go down on an arm tackle. So we
Miller and Hack
yeah.
on the tackle. So now it's 2nd and about 3 from the 7-yard line. And now into the end zone is Hawk Patrick Daniels, and Aledo has taken the lead. 9:36 to go in the 2nd quarter.
It's a penalty on the play. It looks like something afterwards. I don't know which player it's called on. Be a little upsetting if it's on Smithson Valley because Aledo's gotten away with a tackle on the sideline that should have been clearly called, and then roughing the punter that didn't get called.
It's kind of amazing that they would throw a flag. This is a long explanation by the head linesman too.
Yeah, they're not. Looks like a penalty that might get picked up.
Then an unsportsmanlike on Smithson Valley, which will back or give them 15 yards on the kickoff.
Yeah, that's not good.
So you have to wonder, 2 missed calls on the Smithson Valley players getting fouled.
Yeah, I didn't see that one at all. It could have been a legitimate penalty, but you just wonder.
You can't. It's not like it's the first one we've gotten this year, so I won't say that. So they take the lead. Does Aledo? It's 14-8 with 9:36 to go in the 2nd, and there's timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. This is the Ranger Network.
Hey, wrong way!
What is going on?
It's this darn whistle, it's broken. What are we gonna do now? The game's only an hour away. We can call Talent's dad with Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance.
That's not really what he does.
Great idea. He has my dad's auto insurance.
Yeah, but that's not it either.
Yes, he has my mom's homeowner's insurance.
That's great, but it's not that kind of insurance.
Stop!
One of these? We have plenty lying around.
Yes! All right, let's try that again.
Hey, I got another one for you. And just look at the hole in this line. You could drive a truck right through there. I mean, the refrigerator William Perry could get a first down there. But you know who's going to get their number called for this one? Yeah, that's right, Dr. Ferris. He's like a ligating linebacker. Boom, just like that. And that's why Ferris Orthodontics is going to get the MVP for this one.
And we're back. Aledo will kick off from R45 because of the personal foul.
Probably going to be an onside attempt.
Probably, and it is an onside kick. Goes up high. The Rangers got it, though. Maynard got it. So we'll have the ball about the 28, 29-yard line. This is our fourth state final. 3 previous to this one. How many of those were you a part of?
All 3.
All three. Tell me, how many times do you fall behind and freak out under Larry Hill?
Well, you don't. We have a system, that's just built for this kind of thing. We put the kids in a boot camp situation where we call it, organized chaos, and the kids aren't afraid of any situation. They're going to play hard no matter what, and I would really look forward to a great offensive series right here.
Spradling takes the handoff, wiggles, and falls forward. That one's about 4 yards to the 33. So a good run, better run, I should say, by the Rangers on 1st and 10 from their own 29. Spradling the tailback because Brad Sowersby has a injury and he's out for the rest of the season. So like anything else on this team, this is what I know of Smithson Valley. Next man up.
Next man up for sure, and they're going to see some running from De Hoyas as well, but Spradling's doing a great job.
Big splits in the middle of their defense with Keys as their middle linebacker. Spradling going left, has to knife through some, gets a couple of yards to the 35. It's going to be 3rd down and 3, which is the shortest 3rd down we've had.
Finally got a good block on the linebacker that play, but then the defensive line stepped up. You're gonna have to block number 3.
Yeah, maybe it's 3rd down and 4. So from the 35, we need to get to the 39. 2 receivers, both split out past the numbers. Walker checks to the sideline. Looks like we're changing the play. We've got 8 on the play clock as he gets back. Snap. Handoff. Spradling gets a 1st down run. I think they'll mark him. They are up to the 39. A nice gain of 4 yards. And that's a 1st down. Big 1st down on this drive.
Really big, really big. Gets us out of the shadow of our own end zone.
Well, and you need to show that you can.
Getting the kids confidence they can run the football, they can block these guys, open up some other things.
So ball at the 39, 1st and 10. Du Bois and Freund, the receivers, both in tight. There's 2 backs on the edges. This is Du Bois on an end around. He wants to throw it. Oh, it's a throw.
Oh, he caught
it. And he can't hang on to it.
Man, we need to make that play.
They faked it, threw it.
Wide open.
It was out in front of him. He had to reach pretty good. Ryland, as he does, put some air under it. Freund is really stretched out and just can't hang on to it.
Oh.
He actually had it going down in the ground.
The ground caused him to drop it.
The ground, he's got a mild grip on it at best, probably is to say. So it's
they made the right call, but
second and 10.
Tremendous effort by that receiver.
And a great throw by Ryland is the only guy that could get it.
Good play call.
Good play call on 1st down. 2nd and 10. We need some yards now. Fake to Spradling. He wants to throw. We're throwing again. And Duffy, there's a flag. He goes for the ball. Johnson just ran right through him, didn't he?
Well, when you headbutt him and then you throw your hands in the air, That's a first down for the Rangers.
That's Chris Johnson,
I think
their
that's
senior.
the first penalty on them.
That is the first penalty on them. Procedure, yeah. Oh, yeah, he got his hands on him and stopped him from getting to the ball. Duffy's going to catch it, and he just grabs him.
Draped all over him.
Yeah. Can't do that. Maybe in the NFL, but you can't do
Sometimes.
it in high school. So 1st and 10, ball now at their 46. So penalty. Throw it to the outside, a screen to Duffy, gets a couple of yards. Block
Screen
on
to
the
Freddie,
play.
yeah. You know, they use Freddie a lot as a blocker on that play. He's a pretty tremendous football player, not just a pretty face catching the football. It's a good job by their defense right there.
So +4 on the pass. It's 2nd and 6. Out of bounds, so the clock stops with 7:23 to go in the second quarter. 14-8. Aledo on top. Rangers need to get the ball in the end zone here in the first half. Spradling going left, tries to cut back, met in the hole by Keys, and that puts an end to it.
Keys has probably got 6, 7, 8 tackles on his own. Yeah.
Then he gets hit late by someone coming over the top. So Rangers now 3rd and about 6. So a good drive going.
Just inches away from making a great play on that long pass.
So 2 receivers come to the near side, 1 to the far side. Walker with Spradling behind him. He wants to throw. Freddie, an in route. They had a man there. He caught it. I think he's short of a first down. Or is he there? He's there.
He's got it. Great job.
Great job.
Nice
Great to
throw,
go
nice
up.
Catch.
Great throw. Freddie goes up, gets hit as he catches it by Allen, and still catches it though.
Yeah.
So another first down.
It's a great venue to show what you've got.
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
Quarterback's doing a good job, and Freddie DuBose is stepping up in the big time. Big moment, made a great play.
Ball at the 36, 1st and 10 for the Rangers. 6:26 on a running second quarter clock. Spradling now goes beside Walker. Walker's going to follow him through the hole, and he'll get about 5 on a nice run by Ryland.
Maybe 6, 7.
You don't run him. You don't want to run him a lot, but that time Spradling went in the hole first to get the linebacker, and Ryland got a good gain.
That's a nice block on Keys right there. You got to block their on a running play. You better have a blocker on their middle linebacker. He's a good player.
He had 157 tackles coming into the game, and he's got about a dozen, it seemed like, so far tonight. 2nd and 5. Spradling up the middle. Kind of tiptoed at the start because there wasn't much room, but then fell forward. Give him a couple of yards. Should be 3rd and short, 3rd and 3.
Aledo platooning those defensive linemen again.
They are. They look
Sure,
like
sure they've done that
from
all
what
year,
they
yeah.
look like from what they sent us. They trust both of them.
Sure.
So they rotate them quickly. Our offensive line gets
Doing a
better
good
as
job.
the game goes along. They're going to have to do something here. 3rd and 3. Spradling up the middle. Falls forward. I don't know if he got it, though. We're at a bad angle. It looks like it's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. Gets met at the line of scrimmage, falls forward. So from the 28, we need to get to the 27. Or the 26th, I'm sorry. It's 4th and 2.
4th and 2, yeah. Rangers will probably take their time and call timeout, look deep in the game plan and find something special.
As the play clock starts to wind down, the Rangers do call a timeout. 4:31 to go. We're going to keep this one here.
You know, it's a play that everybody prepares for, but that play where you cause the defensive line to jump off sides and then you get a free play, that's become very effective weapon on 4th and 2 because you know the defense is going to be geared up to stop you. So I'm looking maybe that play might come up.
And even after a timeout,
even though you tell your kids watch the snap count, it's very difficult. It's very difficult.
And I'm going back to my fanship of the Chicago Bears and how they did that to the Lions last weekend.
Yeah.
On a definite, questionable fourth down, they just go to the line of scrimmage and talk about a lot of things. And it's much different at the NFL because you're talking about grown men making a bad decision. These are 17 and 18-year-olds or 16-year-olds making those kind of decisions.
You've got to strike as a defensive lineman. You've got to know when the ball's being. It's very difficult not to listen to the snap count, even though you're coached not to do that all week.
Without a doubt. There you see the scores of the Rangers: Georgetown, Magnolia West, College Station, A&M Consolidated, and then Veterans Memorial down in Corpus.
Well, I'm sure this is the hardest, the best team that the Rangers have played all year, but that's no slouch of a playoff schedule there. That district right next to them, they played 5 teams out of that district in the last 2 years.
Yes, and it's a good district,
yes,
we know.
Really good.
A couple of them have won state championships. So 4th and 2. They're on the other end of the field, so we'll look through the binoculars we don't have. Walker flips it to Freund, going inside, and he got tripped up. I don't think he got it. Great job by Keys. Also, there was the safety, Jake Gillespie. They stopped him, and the Rangers will turn it over on downs.
You got to like Smithson Valley's, attempt at it, though.
Without a doubt.
My goodness, that's a bad spot. I think he made it.
Well, they needed to get to the 36, or the 26, pardon me, and I thought they stopped him on the 27, no?
Man, it looked, the replay showed pretty close, but referee's already made the call, so let's move on.
So 4:27 to go. Aledo's got the ball back with the lead of 14-8.
Rangers need a great stop here.
Rangers need a stop.
Series.
Haney calls for the snap. He's going to run it again. Tries to come through and does knife through a little bit, then gets wrapped up and brought down, but he's got about 5 yards on first down.
That's a good combination. The quarterback and the running back make it tough to stop.
Yeah. And their offensive line is good too. I mean, you talk about size, 295, 300, and 240 on the left side, 250 and 220 on the right side. So a slow, heavy side and then a quick side.
Formidable offensive line, no doubt.
Tight end's pretty good too. 2nd and about 6.
Great job by the corner beating that block.
So they did.
Stop him for no gain. Even
they did give it back to Patrick Daniels, but a great stop. That's Gingrich out there. That's Hawk.
Hawk, the defensive end. Yeah.
Owen Hack. There's so many Hawks and Hacks and Hosses out here. Owen Hack, the senior, made a nice play. 16 tackles for loss and 3 sacks under his 91.
Play for both teams.
Huge play. 3rd and 6. Game clock under 3:15 in the first half. Haney calls for the snap. He's going to throw. Has a man across the middle and hits him in stride.
Great
That's
throw.
Finley. He's going the distance, and they've scored again. Where was our safety?
Safety was reading the run. He's got a job in that coverage to make sure that he's got a gap. He's got a gap responsibility to stop the run. He just got caught flat-footed. Huge play for Aledo.
68-yard pass. 2nd play of the drive. So with 3 minutes to go, they'll come in for the extra point. Right now it's a 2-score game. A good extra point makes it 3. The left-footed kicker is up and through. 21-8. Aledo on top with now 3 minutes to go in the first half. We'll take a timeout. Rangers down 21-8 on the Ranger Network.
Not the fun part of being a dad, but I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me.
Concerning you?
Yeah. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella, and
Arlo?
I wasn't eavesdropping. He's always watching you. His videos are secure. This guy sounds like a creep.
It's not.
Your privacy is very important to me, and I think you need to make better decisions when it comes to boys. And this Arlo is not a boy that I think you should be dating.
You're dating someone?
Yeah, Arlo. I heard you guys talking about him.
Arlo.
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. We were talking about how great they are and how safe they make me feel. Arlo's not a boy.
Well, that's a boy's name.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera. Named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Building a home, have hail damage, or your roof is just grown old and tired. Eternal Roofing's award-winning company will meet all of your roofing needs. We specialize in all roofing styles and service the Hill Country and surrounding areas. We are family-owned and fellow Rangers that love our community and look forward to growing alongside of it. Call us today and go Rangers!
Welcome to Summerhill Dental, your Hill Country dentist. We are located just a few miles from Smithson Valley High School and ready to serve the entire family's needs. We specialize in same-day crowns, implants, sleep apnea, and whole health smiles. We love our community and we are proud to call ourselves Rangers. Come see us today.
Guys, look what just came.
And we're back to Jerry World, AT&T Stadium, home of the Cowboys, and Aledo has taken a 21-8 lead over the Rangers. They'll kick off again with Cole Crawford.
That was a big-time play by the quarterback. Our D-line almost got home on the sack there. We were inches away from making that a great play.
Goss hit him hard as he let go of the ball, but he still got it there. Here's a line drive end over, or a squib, if you will, fielded and then tackled.
Yeah, they're not going to kick it deep to us, I guess.
Braxton Alexander, I think, on the return back to the 30-yard line. Yeah, they're not going to kick it to our return guys, not head up.
No, they've got a good coverage scheme for that short kick, though. I mean, they're giving up a 5-yard, just 5 yards on that. What they could have kicked
That's their cornerback, Avon Lawrence.
Maybe they do have kicking issues. That's not, like you said, that's not the regular kicker
for
them.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 from our 30. 2:56 to go in the half. Ranger needs some offense. Spradling the tailback. Fake to him. Throw over the middle. Ooh. Oh, and an unbelievable hit on Cole Freund.
Big time play.
Safety Jake Gillespie just laid the wood on him.
Yeah.
Freund laid out for the ball.
High school
reached up high.
Finest right there. That's a great play by Jake Gillespie. Well executed pass and catch, but just a tremendous collision.
Freund got his hands on it, but that was about it, as it's dislodged by Gillespie. Makes a good hit. Cole got up right away, so he knew it. So 2nd and 10 again from the 30. Freddie to the near side. That's Preston Baker and Duffy on the far side. Ryland wants to throw. Over the top for Duffy. He's got some room. He can't get to it, though. Good job by the corner of just running with him.
Yeah, close plays on both of those by the Rangers. Quarterback's got time to throw. Coverage is really good, though, by Aledo. And we're just not
Chris
unable
Johnson
to make a play.
on good coverage. So 3rd and 10, not what you want, but it's what they got.
I'm most impressed with Aledo's defense and specifically their cornerback play. They're doing a good job on our receivers.
Their middle linebacker and their 2 corners have been standouts. So they've got, Rangers have 2 receivers, both to the far sideline, at tight end on the near side. Ryland wants to throw again. It's got to be quick. He pulls it down. Now he throws it. And some contact there, but nothing is Freund the intended target at the first down line, but it goes incomplete.
Not as much contact as I thought, looking at the replay. Well played by the Aledo defense. They're going to get the ball back with about 2 minutes and 15.
2.5 to go.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not what we want. Looked like Boogie Owens on coverage, the safety there. Amaya again not taking a very big punt, but he gets a great bounce on a kick that he kicked away from the
It's going to be inside
receiver.
the 10.
So ball at the 9. They'll have 1st and 10 there with 2:24 to
Big
go.
play by the Rangers. Keep them out of the end zone here. Go back and figure some things out at halftime. Let's go play really good on defense right now.
So after 3 incompletions, a punt, but the Rangers win the field position battle as Amaya has a nice punt of, 61 yards.
Tremendous punt.
So here comes their offense, 2:22, pardon me, left in the first half. From the 9, Aledo's offense on the field. 2 receivers, two receivers near, 1 to the far. Fake a receiver, they got a receiver screen. Good coverage.
Nice tackle.
We make the tackle,
Nice
does
tackle.
Davila. Spradling comes in late. A gain of just a yard, maybe 2. It'll be second down, and we'll call it 8.
It's a really good solo tackle there out in space.
It is. Trace Clarkson, the receiver who caught it. A block from Finley, and he gets 2 yards. Game clock at 1:45 as they send a man in motion, then give it to the tailback. Parker Daniels gets tackled. Maynard there after a gain of a couple more yards, maybe 3. So it should be 3rd and 5.
Ball almost a fumble there.
Almost.
Yeah.
Came loose, but he's down. So at the 14, it's 3rd and 5. Rangers need a stop here. Clock likely to run out before they can do anything. It'll go under a minute to play when they snap it. But you never know. You can block a punt too. Haney wants to throw over the middle. A man open, and that's the first down. I think that's Finley again. No, that's Clarkson. The young man who just caught it a minute ago. First down, clear out to the 30.
Really good job by the quarterback.
Well, we'll call it the 39 or 40-yard line. 39. First down. Haney throws incomplete. So incomplete on first down, makes it 2nd and 10 with 36 seconds to go. Threw it out of the reach of his intended receiver. Ranger was almost able to come up with it, but not quite. Haas Henry.
Just 3 of 8, 5 of 8, but a lot of yards on that one long touchdown pass.
So on 2nd and 10 from the 39, he wants to throw. Looks over the top for a man on the loose, and he made the catch. That's Clarkson again. I believe he's their leading receiver. He's got 46 coming in, and that's at least 3 more. He looks shaken up on the play. The ball's at the 20 or 21, and maybe 22 is where they spot him.
Yeah, he just got a step on Duffy, and that's must be a fast receiver because Duffy's really
22,
good.
22, yeah. Spotted at the 22.
He hit the turf pretty hard after that catch.
36 yards on the gain, so a gain of 25 and then 36. Have them at the 22-yard line of the Rangers with 27 seconds to go. Checking him out as you see on the screen if you're watching. Thank you for listening to us. We're everything Rangers on the Ranger Network.
Just got to do a better job of getting more pressure on the quarterback. He's a talented
without a
kid.
doubt, yeah.
Talented kid. He's got good receivers. Can't make the secondary do everything.
Threaten a blitz up the middle with Spradling. Maynard, pardon me. We get close. He comes up, broken containment, gets to the sideline and runs out of bounds at the 18, a gain of 4. Gingrich chased him out. Clock stops with 8 seconds to go now. So not much time left. Timeout Aledo, we'll keep it here. 8 seconds to go. It's 2nd and 6. Ball at the 18. 8 seconds. You figure one throw and then kick the field goal.
They've got
or
one timeout remaining. Did they just use it?
No, I think they had 2 and now they have 1.
Okay, so it's possible to make a quick throw and call a timeout.
So yeah, you're not limited. You're not limited where you can throw it. Somehow they've had the middle of the field on us a couple of times.
Yes. Well, it comes down to pass rush. The kids throw and catch all the time. There's no limit to how much they can practice that. So you've got to get pressure on a good quarterback that has good receivers.
And it seems like every time we pressure him, he gets away.
Then he turns
because
it
he's
loose
very elusive. That's
Right.
why he's playing Saturdays next year.
That's right.
Patrick Daniels, by the way, is a senior tailback. Their sophomore, Racine Guillory, is just a sophomore. He was their leading rusher. So 2nd and 8, 2nd and 6 with 8 seconds to go. Looking to the end zone, has a man in the middle and overthrows him. Coverage by Miller and Gingrich. Incomplete. Now 3 seconds to go.
I don't think they'll try the field goal.
Well, here comes the kicker.
Yeah, I'm just watching the fake.
Yeah.
He may not be good from that distance. We'll just have to see. It's just the same kid that's been kicking off. Yes, 47.
Yeah. Cole Crawford. Ball spotted at the 25, so it'll be a 35-yard field goal. Tough angle like Amaya had on his second field goal. Kick is up, and it's through. So as time runs out before the half, they make it a 24-8 game. As Aledo has shown everything that they are and have had a good first half.
Well, we started out early with some really great, big, tremendous plays on special teams and on defense. But Aledo, they didn't blink. They came back and just kept making plays themselves. They played great defense and, of course, some really big plays on offense.
So we're at the half. The Rangers trail 24-8. We'll come back close to the start of the second half and give you some stats. Right now, we're going to take a timeout on the Ranger Network.
Summerhill Dental, your Hill Country dentist. We are located just a few miles from Smithson Valley High School and ready to serve the entire family's needs. We specialize in same-day crowns, implants, sleep apnea, and whole health smiles. We love our community and we are proud to call ourselves Rangers. Come see us today.
Guys, look what just came in. Just in time.
Please tell me it's our hats.
It is, but these aren't the right ones.
Oh, great. What are we gonna do now? These will never work.
Hey, I know. Why don't we call your dad, Hill? Jeremy Fuller, State Farm Insurance, can help with anything.
Well, usually he can, but...
Great idea. He helps my grandma with her business insurance.
Yes, he does that, but not...
Yes, he even helped my mom with her boat insurance.
Yes, that's great, but he doesn't insure shipping.
There they are. I've been looking all over for those. The teachers are having a pool party after swim practice is done. And I think you're looking for these.
Thanks, Principal Snyder. Now we are ready.
And so are we.
Let's do this.
I'm Megan Hembry.
I'm Tyler Ferris, and we're Ferris Orthodontics. You're going first.
Okay. I was a fourth grader.
and I went to the orthodontist, and there were two things that I liked. First, everyone seemed just as happy as they could be. So I thought, this is great, because they're all happy. Second, they were all dressed the same. So 4th grade Megan was like, I think this is the job for me.
For me, I grew up in Brady, Texas, small town, and from a very normal family, and it was essentially, hey, who needs orthodontics the worst? And it happened to be my brother. And so the nearest orthodontist was in San Angelo, Texas, and so that's quite a drive. Somehow I was commissioned to work on his mouth, and so I would get in there with pliers and needle nose pliers and whatnot, and adjust, and people would laugh and say, oh, he's going to be an orthodontist, and then boom, it happened. I think there's several things that set us apart from other ortho offices, and there's lots of great ones around, but I think we really made a niche in terms of how efficient we are through treatment. Sometimes moms will complain that the magazines are good, but they don't have time to read them because their kid is already up and out, or they haven't had enough time to jump in and talk with their friends at the chair. So we try to get all patients in and out quickly, efficiently. Nobody's more busy now than the average American mom. And so we're great with that. We are so serious about getting each one just like it should be, really rendering great care.
Yeah, we're efficient, but we also deliver great care too. You know, we take pride in the results that we get. And I think one of the strengths of our practices is just that our staff, I mean, they've been around. Like we've had staff that are here 10 or 15 years, and the kids get to know them. And they probably talk sometimes more to our assistants than they do us, because they get to know them, and those assistants know a lot about what's going on with them. So, yeah.
And it's such an amazing thing, because as time goes along, you're not just co-workers, you're family. Mm-hmm. And then once you're family and you're taking care of each other, then it's easier to take care of the people that come through those doors right there.
Sometimes when I see patients' names, I remember them as like the 8-year-old little boy that walked in that first day. And that's how I see them. And then at the end of treatment, when they're 14 years old or 13, and they've grown up on us. And
I never get tired of seeing that amazing change that goes on from 8, 9 up through mid-teenage years. Such a powerful thing to be able to change someone's perspective and feeling about themselves, their self-worth, their self-consciousness. And we see people all the time, old and young alike, who come in and they won't even hardly smile when we're trying to do our exam. Or they'll give us kind of a half smile, and we're like, no, you really got to smile. And I don't want to smile like that. And that's when we can say, hey, that right there, we're going to change that. Just wait till we're finished.
Building a home, have hail damage, or your roof is just grown old and tired. Eternal Roofing's award-winning company will meet all of your roofing needs. We specialize in all roofing styles and service the Hill Country and surrounding areas. We are family-owned and fellow Rangers that love our community and look forward to growing alongside of it. Call us today and go Rangers!
Tarnation! You either gotta get that daggum thing removed or name it something. Yeah, right there. There's gotta be sawbones that can separate your path from Molezilla there.
Molezilla? Hang on, fella. I've seen less wrinkles in a catcher's mitt. Actually, next time you get a call, you best be answering the iron. And those aren't crow's feet. They're pterodactyl feet.
Well, where do you reckon we go to fix them up?
I've heard of a place, Dermatology San Antonio.
Where's that? Spring Branch! But the name is Dermatology San Antonio!
It's in Spring Branch!
Yeehaw! Spring Branch!
Hey, wrong way!
What is going on?
It's this darn whistle, it's broken. What are we gonna do now? The game's only an hour away. We can call Talent's dad with Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance.
That's not really what he does.
Great idea. He has my dad's auto insurance.
Yeah, but that's not it either.
Yes, he has my mom's homeowner's insurance.
That's great, but it's not that kind of insurance.
Stop!
One of these? We have plenty lying around.
Yes! All right, let's try that again.
Hey, I got another one for you. And just look at the hole in this line. You could drive a truck right through there. I mean, the refrigerator William Perry could get a first down there. But you know who's going to get their number called for this one? Yeah, that's right, Dr. Ferris. He's like a ligating linebacker. Boom, just like that. And that's why Ferris Orthodontics is going to get the MVP for this one.
Welcome to True Skin Dermatology, your home for healthy skin. We're part of a nationwide network of trusted dermatology professionals. Walking into True Skin, you can expect excellence. Hello, my name is Kevin Jackentary and I'm a certified physician assistant located right here in the Smithson Valley area. I specialize in skin cancer diagnosis and treatment, cosmetic services, acne, eczema, and more. I am here to serve your family's needs and am excited to be part of the Ranger Nation. Come see us today. Go Rangers!
Welcome to Summerhill Dental, your Hill Country dentist. We are located just a few miles from Smithson Valley High School and ready to serve the entire family's needs. We specialize in same-day crowns, implants, sleep apnea, and whole health smiles. We love our community and we are proud to call ourselves Rangers. Come see us today.
Guys, look what just came in. Just in time.
Please tell me it's our hats.
It is, but these aren't the right ones.
Oh, great. What are we gonna do now? These will never work.
Hey, I know. Why don't we call your dad, Hill? Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance can help with anything.
Well, usually he can, but...
Great idea. He helped my grandma with her business insurance.
Yes, he does that, but not...
Yes, he even helped my mom with her boat insurance.
Yes, that's great, but he doesn't insure shipping.
There they are. I've been looking all over for those. The teachers are having a pool party after swim practice is done. And I think you're looking for these.
Thanks, Principal Snyder. Now we are ready.
And so are we.
Let's do this!
I'm Megan Hembry.
I'm Tyler Ferris, and we're Ferris Orthodontics. You going first?
Okay. I was a fourth grader, and I went to the orthodontist, and there were two things that I liked. First, everyone seemed just as happy as they could be. So I thought, this is great, because they're all happy. Second, they were all dressed the same. So fourth grade Megan was like, I think this is the job for me.
You see people all the time, old and young alike, who come in and they won't even hardly smile when we're trying to do our exam. Or they'll give us kind of a half smile and we're like, no, you really gotta smile. And I don't wanna smile like that. And that's when we can say, hey, that right there, we're gonna change that. Just wait till we're finished.
We're back. It's still halftime, about 2.5 minutes from the second half kickoff, which the Rangers will receive. It's 28-4, Aledo on top. Some of the key, let me just go back to some of the keys we talked about. One of the ones I focused on, I told Brad we had to run the ball to be successful, and we haven't been able to. 13 rushes for 24 yards. Special teams have done us okay. Our defense has had a hard time controlling their quarterback, as he's got 54 yards on 10 carries. Their tailback has 90 yards and a couple of touchdowns.
Well, some of that complimentary football, their defense is doing a good job, so their offense gets the ball a little more. Even though our defense is playing pretty good, they've just had a couple of really big plays, maybe 3 or 4 big plays here and there that could be a difference maker. If you're at home looking at the stat sheet like we are, you're seeing some pretty glaring numbers like, well, math tells me that Smithson Valley should be doing better on offense. Well, some of that is Aledo's defense. They're good players. And that number 3, we just figured out at halftime, he's going to LSU. They can kind of pick whatever player they want, and they chose him. So he's really good, and he's made a lot of tackles. So for this, let's stop complaining. Let's start seeing what we do. Rangers still need to run the football. Don't give up and just throw it all over the place. And then, we're a turnover team. We can make some things happen. Those aren't just luck. So
we haven't given up many big plays this year, but they have a 69-yard pass, a 39-yard pass, and a 43-yard run that all helped them to scores.
Sure. I wish the state was an easier place to win a football game, but man, there's some good teams all over the place.
They are good.
We've played some great teams in the playoffs, and Aledo is certainly one of them, without a doubt. So we've got our work cut out for us in the second half.
Without a doubt, and we've played some really good offenses that we controlled much easier. This is the best offense we've seen.
Yes, I mean their offensive line protects the quarterback, and he doesn't need much help. He's a good passer, but when he just stands back there and we can't get to him, then he's going to find the open man. Or if you do pressure him just a little bit, then he takes off. He's a great runner. So
they're 5 of 6 on third down. We're 2 of 8. That's a big story to me.
Yes.
That means you have not sustained drives, and they have.
Yes.
And that's a big deal in the game of football.
One of those drives probably was 4 or 5 third downs that they converted on anyway.
Yeah. Their first scoring one was.
Yes.
They had 3 first downs on third down.
Yeah. So let's see what happens on this kickoff, and let's get it going.
So Rangers send Duffy. Is that Gingrich, the other one?
Maybe so, yes.
Their kicker.
Maybe Freddie's back there.
Cole Crawford. Maybe it is Freddie.
Yeah, it is
Cole
Freddie.
Crawford will put a toe to it. And not a very hard hit ball. Our second level guys get to it and return it out near the 40.
Yep.
So a good field position. Braxton Alexander again. So he's been Johnny on the spot for getting to those balls that are not kicked deep. Looks like they're going to spot it at about the 39, where the Rangers will start 1st and 10.
Well, a half of football can go fast if you're not careful, when the other team, like Aledo's doing, is kind of controlling some things. So Smithson Valley needs to get it going. Every possession is going to be critical right now into getting back into this game.
Officially, I had us for 6 first half drives and 6 for them. 1st and 10 from the Rangers from the 39. Walker fakes the handoff, goes to a stop route today, and he throws it short.
Little pressure by the outside contained pass rusher, but that ball could be thrown a little better.
Yeah, it looked like he got rid of it a step quicker than he wanted to.
Might have even been tipped.
And Day didn't
come back to the ball.
The ball is normally in the air well before he turns, and that time the ball was in the air and short before he turned. So I think it was too quick to get rid of because of the pressure. So incomplete on 1st at 2nd and 10. Fake to the running back. Freddie catches it outside the numbers. Then thrown out of bounds again, and they don't throw the flag. Please tell me they're going to throw a flag. They tackled him inbounds, but then threw him down after they got out of bounds. Okay, here we go, and throw him down again. Why on earth is that not a
know.
penalty?
I don't
Every
know.
game you've ever seen, it's a penalty.
Sure.
Enough about the officiating. We'll call it a 5-yard pass. It's 3rd and 5, ball at the 44. We need to get to the 49 for a first down. That was in front of
lots of people.
Lots of people. Freddie's got a question. Ryland tells him something. Split receivers, fake it to the back, got some pressure, throws it incomplete for Day as he was knocked down as he went to throw it, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, their pass rush is doing a really good job.
That was a defensive tackle that got through. So we'll punt with Amaya. Gets rid of it quick. Not a good kick, though.
No.
Kind of squibbed
Off
it, and
the
it goes
side
out
of
of
the leg.
bounds on
Yeah.
our sideline at about the 38. So after a punt that's not very long, Aledo has the ball. They spot it at the 39, so a 22-yard punt.
Yeah, we don't need to help them with good. That's not great field position, but we've had much better punts than that. So defense has to step up and make something happen here. 3 and out or a turnover.
So
Sure
we're
would
going to
be
have
good.
to force a turnover, which the Rangers have done all year long.
Sounds like I'm begging, but no, I'm not. I'm just let those kids make good plays. That's what they do on defense.
Haney with Patrick Daniels beside him. He gives it to the tailback, who doesn't get much, gets spot to the 41, a gain of 2. It's 2nd down and 8 as the Rangers put an end to that run quickly with a bunch of Rangers there.
And trying to strip the ball. Nice job. You can see it right here on the replay. Somebody almost gets it out of there. It's coming.
Maynard tried to strip it. You see it there. Spradling also helped. So 2nd and 8 from the 41. Played almost 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Haney calls for the snap, gets it, wants to throw. Sideline in front of our bench, completes it to Fenley. He's the sophomore, and they tell me he can go anywhere he wants. A lot of Power 5 schools like Oregon are after him in a couple of years.
He's just a sophomore, so.
Right, just a sophomore. So it's 3rd down and about 2. Ball at the 47, a 6-yard gain.
Last time they just ran the quarterback straight, following the running back here to get the first down. Let's see if they do
3rd
it
and
again.
2. Haney keeps it, gets the first down, gets hit at the line of scrimmage, but still falls forward for the first down. Oh no, he's short. I'm sorry.
Good play by the defense.
Good play. Spradling wrapped him up. Somebody else had him earlier.
Forced the punt.
4th. So are we going to make him punt? Or are they bringing their Wildcat unit on?
Yes.
Keys is their Wildcat quarterback
Yeah.
who's run for 222 yards.
They've got a big enough lead. They're going to take a chance here.
So Keel's out of the Wildcat. He's got a first down.
Dang it.
And a face mask. So he'll get an extra bunch of yards after the first down run to the 44.
Nothing vicious about that face mask. They're just trying to make a play, just
Sure.
trying to grab a hold of
Sure.
a good player. That's a big penalty.
Yep.
Yeah, he's coming off a block and
he just reaches.
Yeah. Reached out to beat the block more than make the tackle.
So from the 29, they're 1st and 10. We go under 9 minutes when this play is finished. They fake the handoff. They've got a man down the middle of the field. The throw is there. The catch is made. And that's Colton McCoy, a senior receiver, with his 3rd touchdown of the year as he ran the hash and got open.
That's a really good job of Aledo attacking that safety. They know that the way Smithson Valley plays, that those safeties are run players and they have run and pass responsibility. Quarterback is really good at holding the ball a long time, so the safety's kind of caught there flat-footed, and then the receiver gets to run full speed while he's making his run-pass read. Nice play by Aledo.
The extra point is up and good with 8:54 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's 31-8. Aledo on top. There's timeout on the field on the Ranger Network.
Not the fun part of being a dad, but I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me.
Concerning you?
Yeah. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella, and
Arlo?
I wasn't eavesdropping. He's always watching you. His videos are secure. This guy sounds like a creep.
It's not.
Your privacy is very important to me, and I think you need to make better decisions when it comes to boys. And this Arlo is not a boy that I think you should be dating.
You're dating someone?
Yeah, Arlo. I heard you guys talking about him.
Arlo.
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. We were talking about how great they are and how safe they make me feel. Arlo's not a boy.
Well, that's a boy's name.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera. Named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Aledo winning 31-8. You see their 4 lengthy drives of 11, 7, 3, but still 73 yards. And then the final one that was 8 plays of 73 yards. They have worn down the Ranger defense by just keeping punching and punching and punching.
Yeah, that play action pass for a safety is really, really tough, and the quarterback executes it well, and he's got good receivers. He's got offensive line taking care of him, so he's got plenty of time to find a 2nd or a 3rd receiver if he needs to. This is an interesting format to be like a radio broadcast, but with these great graphics. We apologize in advance if some of the fans are getting to look at the graphic more than we are. We're trying to follow the play-by-play, but this is a really good
it's really good analysis.
Really good analysis of some things we're not happy about. Yeah.
We've had one drive of 44, another one of 23. We scored a field goal, a safety, and another field goal on
and then
short.
Look at the 3 plays punt, 3 plays punt, 3 plays punt. You know, so we got to quit doing that.
Yeah, we do. So Aledo about ready to kick off again. This time kicking away from us.
Probably a short kick.
Probably won't get it. Well, they did this at halftime too, this direction.
Yeah.
We probably won't kick it to our
deep guys
because they know what they can do. Just good coaching to know what the other guy does.
It's a show of respect, this kickoff format.
Squibber again. Looks like Braxton again. Gets out to the 35, so they'll live with that, won't they?
Yeah, they're completely content to give up an extra 5 or 10 yards, not to let our home run hitters back there in the back have a chance. But, you know, as a coach, I got to warn everybody, we don't really want to run a whole lot of kickoff returns anymore. That's not a good sign. So let's don't talk good about our kickoff return. Let's don't do that anymore.
All right. I'm good with that. Spradling looks to be the tailback behind Walker. Both receivers out to the near sideline. The H-back moves to the left. We give it to Spradling. He's got a crease. Keys brings him down.
Tackled by Keys. Interesting.
After about 4 yards. It's just, he is a machine.
Well, he plays so deep that a lineman can't get to him, and then he's downhill running faster than them. So he's a good player.
6'1", 220. So next year at LSU, he'll be 6'3" and about 245, 240.
Probably faster as well.
And faster as well, as he has speed. So from the 38, that was a 3-yard run. 2nd and 7 for the Rangers. Walker fakes it. He wants to throw a screen, but they've covered it up with Allen, the corner, and a linebacker, Howington.
Yeah,
they were both waiting for it.
They're well coached, and so they had a safety and a linebacker that didn't fall for the play action, and they're out there ahead of the throw. So hats off to Aledo's defense, not just the linebacker, but their whole squad's pretty solid.
There you see we're 2 of 9 on 3rd down. This is a big one if you want to stay in this game with 8:03 to go in the 3rd.
Right, we can't quit. We got to quit giving them the ball over and over.
No more second half punts if you want to get back in this game. I know that's the Ranger call of every fan and every coach. We got to make a first down here. And we've called a timeout to show you the
magnitude of this play. Yeah.
So we will keep it here for the Rangers. So it's got to be a play we haven't seen tonight.
Well, we've been close on some deep balls. We have some one-on-ones. I like our chances. They've got good players, but we've got good players. We've got to give that a try, I think. But it's not a play action now, because it's 3rd and long. So we'll just have to see what they come up with.
No doubt.
There's a lot of things on your playlist in a situation like this where you go, oh, that doesn't work. That doesn't work because of the way that Aledo's defense is playing.
Right.
So it's no bad thing to say about our play callers or our kids that are playing hard. It's just that Aledo's talented, and then certain things you just don't want to try to do. Don't run the ball right at that linebacker. He's pretty good.
Yeah. And see if you can get somebody leading out toward him.
Yeah.
It's easy to see why their 2 tackles are so wide, because he's in the middle of
He can play 2 gaps almost, yeah.
He can. So 3rd and 7. Walker almost picked off. Going for Freddie on about a 5 to 7 yard route. Little in route from the far numbers. And I think that was Howington, the senior linebacker.
Yeah, luckily he plays defense and only stuck one hand out there.
He tipped it, the cornerback thought he had it.
Yeah.
So they were both waiting for it. So we've got a punt again. Amaya on with Maynard's snap.
Looks like they've got their base defense out there.
Maynard will kick, end over end kick, will bounce. And he wanted to go get it, but it'll stop inside the 20 at about the 16. Maybe the 15's where it'll roll to.
That's a better punt. That's more what we're liking. The defense has got to make something happen. So 3 and out or a turnover.
42-yard punt. So the Rangers go defensively, and from their own 16-yard line, Aledo with a 31-8 lead wants to take time off the clock. 7:45 to go here in the.
Sure, but they won't slow down. They're not going to take their foot off the gas.
No, they won't.
Modern football. That's not. 50 points is nothing these days. So Aledo's going to really try to just exercise their will. They're going to try to get the ball to some other kids, let everybody have some success. So they're not going to let up.
Both teams still in a huddle.
I think we've got a timeout for television or something.
Well, they announced it was a 60-second timeout, as it wasn't a TV timeout, but apparently TV took over and took a TV timeout after he announced that.
Yeah.
That's why we stayed here.
Those media guys, they act like they're controlling the game or something.
Yeah, they act like they're in charge.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, they are. Cowboy Stadium, it's as spectacular as you can imagine. Seats about 90-some thousand, I believe.
I'm telling you, I'm really impressed with the Ranger crowd, too. Lots of folks drove a long way to come up and support the Rangers.
Gilmer, they said, is about 30 minutes away.
Aledo's about 30.
Yeah, Gilmer's 20 minutes away. Aledo's about 30. South and west.
Yeah, some of our fans lived about 300, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So our umpire got a time. Oh, they finally released us, so we can play. Their offense was out there ready to go, and she was stopping them for a second. So Haney hands it off. Maynard's there and then gets help. Sosa and Hack.
I'm wishful predicting here that number 1 kind of carries the ball a little loose. I think we're going to capitalize on that and make our own turnover. He's several times had that ball
Maynard's
pulled
going
back.
forward every time he's
right.
near him.
And you got to. You got to make something happen.
You do. Down by 23. Got to make something happen. Pressure from the outside. Haney wants to. He rolls out left. Has a man in the middle and completes it.
It's a kid that caught the touchdown a while ago. He's a quality receiver.
Without a doubt. Good pass and catch.
McCoy.
Injury timeout.
Colton McCoy.
Please put 25 seconds on the play clock.
He's down again. So there's a timeout. We'll stay here. He's up quickly. He was shook up originally on the long 39-yard play.
Number 11. Yeah.
Oh, that was 11, yeah.
Yeah.
He's shook up this time on a play right over by the Ranger bench at about, what, the 27?
Yes.
Isn't that a first down?
I believe so. Yes, first down. Team like Aledo right now, they got everything going their way.
Right.
They get a key receiver hurt, and they put another one on, and he goes wild and makes 2 spectacular catches. Their running back is out, and the senior gets to step up and fill in. He's done a great job as well.
Haney takes the snap, keeps after faking the handoff, chased, then pushed out of bounds. Another first down on the gain of about 14 yards.
Yeah, we ran a stunt there. We took away the dive part of that option, but we just got to get out quicker when we know we're going to take away that dive or his run, his keep read.
Right.
We know we're going to make him keep the ball. We just got to be out there ready to make a tackle because he's talented.
He is. 1st and 10 from the 39. Haney wants to throw. Looks deep, throws deep, near sideline, and picked off.
Great play.
Great job by the Rangers, Zach Gingrich.
Second one of the night.
Second one of the night, 8th one of the season, and the Rangers have their turnover they needed.
Tell you what, I've coached that position a while, and for a kid to be down 31-8 and just keep running, and then finally get a chance to make another play like that, my hat's off to that kid. Great job.
So Smithson Valley has the ball again at their own 20, what is that, the 24? 1st and 10, here comes the offense. We have not had a first down in 2 drives so far in this half. 6.5 to go in the quarter. 3rd quarter play, down 31-8, here's Walker. Delay handoff, Spradling gets hit in the backfield, then gets wrapped up.
Close to a face mask on their part. But
almost.
That draw.
That play has worked so well so many times, but Keys sheds the blocker and goes and makes a play. He's something else.
Yeah, we didn't scare him out of there on pass coverage for the draw.
So I think officially no gain. So we change. Actually, Coach Hill comes out and tells Ryland.
We may not get this one in. Just 6 minutes, 6 seconds. We got to go quick.
We're under 5. We got to hurry. Everybody's set. We snap it, fake it to Spradling. Got a receiver, Duffy, and we overthrow him.
Throw it. Yeah. He was open.
He was open. Would have been a first down, but Ryland And I didn't see if he had pressure, but he didn't.
I think everything was clean except just sometimes you can't throw and catch like you want to.
Right. Kind of sailed on him a little bit.
Yeah.
So, no gain on a run and an incomplete pass. It's 3rd and 10. See what the Rangers will do.
Number 2 on number 2 out wide.
We call another one?
Let me see.
Smithson Valley
Yes.
called it.
Yes.
So we've called 2 timeouts. We'll keep it here, as this again is supposed to be a short one.
Maybe.
Our longest pass tonight has been 19 yards. Our longest run has been 5. That is not Smithson Valley's offense. Tells you how good the Aledo defense is.
Aledo defense is playing well.
They are good. They've got guys going to the next level on every part of that defense. Cornerbacks both go in Division I. Middle linebacker go in Division I. I don't know about the other seniors, as they have several seniors here.
Yeah. Well, you hear about those D1 guys, but there's lots of Division II and Division III schools that would love some kids
without a
out
doubt.
of Aledo's program.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Coached the right way. And again, if you didn't hear all of this in the pregame, this is the 16th year where they have 10 state titles in their pocket looking for number 11.
Yeah, their kids are used to this kind of success.
I think it was 2 years ago they won. Ryland sucked up and sacked. Keys on the blitz.
Defense, player number 51, helmet off. Please put the play clock at 40 seconds. Thank you.
So the punt unit comes on. Keys got there before Ryland even had a chance to look.
To look around, yeah.
I mean, it's...
You can't put that one on the quarterback.
No. You can't. Amai is on. I'm not sure he can punt it 80 yards, but it'd sure be good if he could. The end-over-end kick goes over the return's head. That's Gillespie.
Great special teams tackle
Taken
right
down
there.
pretty good. He's shaken up.
Shaken.
Kind of limps off.
He's injured after that big tackle. Hope he's okay.
Maynard was one of those there. He's not happy because he's not well.
I think he's one of their defensive starters as well.
Yes, he's a safety.
Yeah, he made some good plays in the first half.
So from their own 49, Aledo goes 1st and 10. 5:01 on a third quarter clock. Haney wants to throw. He does across the middle, broken
Nice
up
play.
by Duffy.
Yep. Pretty good pressure there. I know we didn't get real close, but the quarterback had to hurry.
He could have run it, but someone was there to hit him, so he chose not to get hit by Spradling. That pass intended for their receiver, who's caught several tonight, McCoy.
McCoy, yeah.
But Duffy was there to break it up a little bit behind him. So 2nd and 10 for Haney from his own 49. Patrick Williams knifes through the defense, is into the secondary, and we won't catch him. He's got his 3rd touchdown of the night. And for them, their 5th touchdown of the night.
Not much to say on that play. Sorry for my silence. I'm just a little down about how hard the Rangers are playing and not getting much to show for it, but Aledo's pretty dang strong. Well-blocked play, great run, a couple of missed tackles, but that's because they were being blocked while they got trying to tackle.
No doubt.
Yeah.
They're very talented. The extra point is up and good again.
So we did better pass defense. We stepped it up on pass defense, and then they can run it. So they've got some weapons, and they've got some ways to find it.
And yet we still have a 2.5-minute possession time advantage on them. We were up 13-11 at half. It really hasn't changed much.
Well, I guess when they're in the open like that, they're just running
when they
too
take
fast.
two play
plays,
drives,
yeah.
one's an incomplete pass, one's a 51-yard run. 2 plays, 51 yards, 18 seconds. Yeah, they like that. We don't like it, but that's a way to keep time possession on your favor. 4:43 to go in the third quarter. It's 38-8. Aledo on top, going for their 11th state title in 16 years. And by the way, Cole Crawford is their normal kicker. I'm told he's ambidextrous on punting, so he can punt with either foot. We just haven't made them punt tonight, have we?
One time, or two punts, sure.
Yeah, early.
Yes.
No, 1 punt early, and then we got a safety. Then we got an interception. So 1 punt. Kickoff fielded and returned to about the 30. This was, who was Carvajal? Yes.
Carvajal, yeah.
Yeah,
got a
the
penalty
backup
on somebody.
Our backup tight end. There is a flag. We'll tell you about it here in a moment.
With the helmet off, could have been face mask.
Personal foul, face mask. Aledo, number 15. 15-yard penalty added to the end of the
So
run.
not the 30, but to the 45 the ball will go. On the face mask penalty against Aledo. So we'll have the ball at our own 45. Certainly a better place to take it. Rangers need some first downs here in the second half. Don't have one yet. We played almost 8 minutes. Motion, handoff. De Hoyos. That's the best run we've had tonight of almost 7 yards. Spradley, pardon me.
Spradley, yeah.
I saw the shorter stature on the turn.
Oh, great
because
cut.
he got down. He got down
cut.
low for the turn.
I believe we're going to be called for holding. That guy usually doesn't throw a penalty unless it's intentional grounding or holding. So, yeah. Disheartening because we had something going.
Well, maybe it's because of the hold, but you never know.
Never know.
10 yards will be marked off.
Yeah, we got a hold of a jersey right there,
Yeah.
74 on 95.
Yep. So, in any event, it's now 1st and 20 instead of 2nd and 3. Spradley. Now that's the freshman Pegler. Caleb Pegler is in to run the ball for the Rangers. He gets a yard on a 1st down and 20 run.
He brought it. He went face first against that big old defensive lineman. He's a freshman, but he's not afraid.
Yeah, Jeffrey Talon Foreman, a junior, met him in the hole and he got a yard out of it. That's a big boy. 280, 6'3". Walker looks to the sideline. We changed the play. He calls it out. Play clock at 3 as we snap it. He wants to throw. Freddie catches it out on the side, then gets spun around. He's going to mark him all the way back. Are you kidding me? No forward progress. I think we lost yardage.
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense right there.
Well, because when he spun him around, he stood up in bounds.
He did take 2 steps, I guess. Yeah. Lots of things not going our way.
Yeah,
that ref didn't make a bad call, but that'd be better if the play didn't happen like that.
It would have only been about 5 or 6 yards, but nonetheless, it's 2nd down and 22 now. 3rd down and 22. How many 3rd down and 22 plays are on that sheet?
Not many.
Not many of them is right. They've got man coverage. Walker keep that one?
Yes. It was a quarterback draw.
They stop him. That's defensive end Carson Dempsey was waiting for him, came in from the end and put him down. No gain. 4th down and long. We'll have to punt again with 3 minutes and a running 3rd quarter clock. Second half is turning into, that's the 4th verse, 4th song, same verse, 4th whatever that. Yeah, it's bad. Amaya's kick off, higher kick this time, fielded at the 25. That's Patrick Daniels. Back to receiver, it gets out to near the 40, or he's marked down at the 39.
Allen, yeah.
So, ball at the 39. It's 1st and 10. Down by 30, the defense has to make some points, it looks like, here in the second half to get us going. We already have a pick. Now we need a fumble. Maybe a fumble recovery. Patrick Daniels goes middle, veers left, beats the Rangers, and he's gonna go pushed out of bounds inside the 10. He's having a heck of a day. The senior, Hawk Patrick Daniels. 3 touchdowns in his pocket, 135 yards total.
He was a little shooken when we stopped him in the end zone 4 yards deep, but he's rallied. He's playing on a good team, and he's certainly a talented kid. Got his chance after their lead back was hurt last week, so he's gotten his chance and made the most of it.
So 1st and goal from the 10.
We got a player down on the 35.
One of ours?
Yes.
Certainly don't need to get players hurt. For the seniors, a lot of them, this will be their final game they play, for a lot of them. A few of them will go to the next level. Some of them will play baseball at the next level.
That's true.
Like Zach Gingrich. P.K. Miller, a junior, expects to play baseball at the next level. Jackson Maynard might have a chance to play somewhere.
Let's see, this injury's taking longer than normal, so that kid might be hurt a little bit.
Yeah, we're trying to, he's up now.
Can't see the number.
That's
our safety, yeah.
That's not good.
No.
So 38-8, 2:25 to go in the 3rd. Here's their offense on 1st and goal from the 10. Haney keeps it straight up the middle into the end zone. So he scored his first rushing touchdown. It's 44-8 with the extra point to come. Extra point with a right foot is up and through.
Different kicker, I believe. Yeah.
No good. It goes wide left. It's 44-8. So there's timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. This is the Ranger Network.
Welcome to Summerhill Dental, your Hill Country dentist. We are located just a few miles from Smithson Valley High School and ready to serve the entire family's needs. We specialize in same-day crowns, implants, sleep apnea, and whole health smiles. We love our community and we are proud to call ourselves Rangers. Come see us today.
Guys, look look what just came in. Just in time.
Please tell me it's our hats.
It is, but these aren't the right ones.
Oh, great. What are we gonna do now? These will never work.
Hey, I know. Why don't we call your dad, Hill? Jeremy Fuller, State Farm Insurance, can help with anything.
Well, usually you can, but...
Great idea.
Crawford. We're back. Cole Crawford will kick. He's got his left foot in this one. Squibber up the middle, fielded by Duffy at the 20, and gets
good field position.
Was that Day actually?
Day, yeah.
Yeah, Day fielded it. Nice return out to past the 35 to the 37. Let's see what the Rangers can do here. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in the third quarter.
Man, what an impressive third quarter by Aledo, both specifically on defense. They're holding a really good Ranger football team to
they sure
4
are.
3 and outs.
Fifth possession of the third quarter, and we haven't even played 10 minutes. We don't have a first down yet. We need one. Handoff. Spradling goes wide off tackle. Gets tracked down. Maybe gets a yard before he's gang tackled by Dempsey and others. Keys gets in there first and slows him down. Then everybody else comes in. Give him a yard. It's 2nd and 9. Clock continues to run.
You just watch their players. They're getting blocked. Our kids are playing really hard, but they come off of blocks, and they're able to still make plays after they're blocked. So that's a mark of a really good defensive team, especially defensive front.
Good point to make, because we've seen them loose, and yet you're right. They're getting blocked. They're just getting off of them. Duffy in motion. We fake it to him. DeBose with a blocker. Slips as he gets to the 40 and then gets put down by Chris Johnson. So a gain of 2. It's 3rd and 7. Got popped pretty good.
Yeah.
Tried to plant and just got popped.
Gave the little horns down afterwards too.
He did.
As if making a good play is not enough. You know, come on.
Well, that's 2023, isn't it?
Exactly. I must sound old.
Everybody makes everything about themselves. But if Freddie caught a touchdown, I'm sure he'd put him up.
Maybe so. I feel better about that.
I'd feel better about it too. Are we going to call another? We're going to call another timeout.
Yeah.
Play clock was low as we break the huddle late. There's another timeout on the floor, on the field.
On the floor field. We're indoors. That's a floor.
Patrick Daniels, 3 touchdown runs, a total of 186 total yards. Haney's thrown for 202 and has 2 touchdown passes. He's run for 77 and has a touchdown run. 6 touchdowns and a field goal for Aledo. 44-8, and we're still in the third quarter. That's the sad news.
Yes.
Our longest play of the night's 19 yards. That happened in the first
long time ago,
quarter.
Yeah. Second series on offense. Since then,
yeah.
Of course, they've had some talented players on offense, but man, I'm just so impressed with Aledo's defense.
Yeah,
you know, they're just doing some really, really impressive things against a talented offense from Smithson Valley, a team that's able to move the ball.
That's some of their on the screen is some of their freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah, maybe they'll play
later. Their JV teams and freshman teams are here, so they have about 100 guys on the sideline, but that's okay. They're close.
Sure.
We'd do it if it was in San Antonio. Fake a handoff, play action, throw on a stop route. And
miscommunication.
The ball is not where Duffy is. He ran a stop route, and Ryland threw it over his shoulder, or over the defensive back. So miscommunication.
I think that's one of those pretty sophisticated things that high school kids could do now. You can read that as the play develops to see if you're going to throw it long or short, and they just miscommunicated.
So incomplete comes another punt. Low line drive, end over end. Gets some roll and stops at about the 22. So still 18 seconds to go in the third quarter. So from their 22, they'll start 1st and 10 with one play probably to go in the third quarter, and then we'll start the fourth.
Number 1 offense for Aledo still on the field.
Still on, oh, it's a different running back.
Yes, different running back, same quarterback.
I think some different, now some similar receivers. This is Caden Wakefield, I believe, is the running back. And the offensive line gives him a pretty good surge. Finally brought down, whistles finally sound. Just short of the 30 at the 29, so a gain of 7 makes it 2nd and 3. And that'll be the last play of the third quarter. So we're about ready for the start of the fourth quarter. Aledo leads at 44-8. Timeout on the field on the Ranger Network.
Welcome to Summerhill Dental, your Hill Country dentist. We are located just a few miles from Smithson Valley High School and ready to serve the entire family's needs. We specialize in same-day crowns, implants, sleep apnea, and whole health smiles. We love our community and we are proud to call ourselves Rangers. Come see us today.
Guys, look what just came in. Just in time.
Please tell me it's our hats.
It is, but these aren't the right ones.
Oh, great. What are we gonna do now? These will never work.
Hey, I know. Why don't we call your dad, Hill? Jeremy Fuller, State Farm Insurance, can help with anything.
Well, usually he can, but...
Great idea. He helped my grandma with her business insurance.
Yes, he does that, but not...
Yes, he even helped my mom with her boat insurance.
Yes, that's great, but he doesn't insure shipping.
There they are. I've been looking all over for those. The teachers are having a pool party after swim practice is done. And I think you're looking for these.
Thanks, Principal Snyder. Now we are ready.
And so are we.
Let's do this.
Aledo offense back on the field to start the fourth quarter. It's 2nd and 3 as that they're at their 29. Ranger defense still trying to make a big play. We say anything can happen a lot. This might be bigger than anything, though. Got to get some turnovers in a hurry to even make a dent. Haney still on the field as a quarterback. TV still out on a commercial. There's your overhead camera that you have here in an NFL stadium, and a lot of college stadiums that are on ESPN have it as well. Power 5 stadiums, mostly in the SEC. You don't see many of them in the Big Ten.
No.
So I think we're ready now, finally.
Start the fourth quarter.
Hawk Haney is very unhappy that he had to wait. He rolls to the left, heaves a pass, sideline route, not caught, incomplete.
Yeah, that's the receiver that came back after that injury,
right.
Number 11. Yeah.
Yep. Clarkson, Trace Clarkson. Their leading receiver by catches. So 3rd and 3 on the incomplete pass. We need more plays to keep that clock rolling, don't we?
Yeah.
It's a run. We blitz. He breaks the tackle, then gets a shoestring tackle. Is that Miller that got it? That's Wakefield.
Yeah,
Caden Wakefield, a sophomore. 422 yards coming in, 5 touchdowns on 69 carries. He thought he had one there. Without that shoestring tackle, he does.
Trying to, and the kids they bring off the bench are trying to make a name for themselves.
Sure,
so
they are.
They're playing hard. You can't fault them for that. I'm just not happy with the outcome here. But Rangers are still playing really, really tough football. If you were here live and in person, you'd see some kids giving all-out effort. You know, you wouldn't expect anything different if you've been around this program a long time. But it's just tough to see because Aledo's pretty dang good, playing well.
Wakefield, another handoff. Gets out near the 40. That'll make it 3rd and about 3. I'm sorry, 2nd and about 4. Getting ahead of myself. They're shuffling receivers in and out now. Mostly the guys that have played a lot. The tailback is their backup tailback. Remember, they've got a guy injured, their leading rusher, Guillory, a sophomore. He's injured. Handoff again. Wakefield comes outside. Gingrich wraps him up and puts him down, but not till he has a first down, just short of midfield. Their rush now, total now, just under 300 yards.
That's impressive.
That's a productive night. We've rushed for 19 yards.
Look at the total yards they just flashed on the screen. We've only got 55. That makes it tough on your defense.
Without a doubt. Again, a handoff. We meet him after a short gain of about 3.
Another back.
Oh, yeah. .22, that's Ben McEllery. He's a linebacker.
I think they just took the quarterback out of the game. Yeah,
Ben McEllery's a starting outside linebacker at running back now.
Number 10 at quarterback.
Gavin Beard, a sophomore, their backup quarterback's in. He'll hand it off. Maynard knocks him down, but not until he has first down yardage. Everybody's getting tired of this.
Yeah, Maynard's a little frustrated.
Yeah.
Not his normal tackling style. You just hard to keep your emotions in check when you work so hard for something and it's not working out.
Right. Smithson Valley will be a bridesmaid in the state championship game for the 4th time. Someday.
Well,
someday.
You got to be pretty good to get there, so
Yeah,
I'm not embarrassed.
No doubt
or
about
ashamed.
it.
Yeah.
7 state semifinals, now 4 state finals.
Yeah.
You've won 4 of those 7 state semifinals.
Having been part of most of those, I can tell you it's not from lack of effort or not from lack of planning, not from no stone left unturned, putting kids in the right places to get them really good.
And we've sent some kids to the college level in recent years. We've got one in the NFL right now.
Two in the NFL and one in Canada.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've got a defensive end at UTSA I think is going to change schools, so he'll go somewhere probably Power 5. So it's not like we haven't produced those guys.
No, it's
we just don't have the numbers of them. Some of these other districts do.
People out of state don't understand. I mean, you know, the semifinal game we won puts us as the champion for half of a state that's pretty dang big.
Pretty dang big,
Most
no
places that's 2 state championships, just a regional championship alone in this state, and it's always against quality opponents.
Without a doubt.
So when you get up here to the last game, you're going to face somebody really, really good. So I've got no complaints. I've got nothing to be ashamed of. I'm proud of these kids. They're playing as hard as they can.
Without a doubt. It's been a great year for the Smithson Valley Rangers. It is 3rd and 7. There's flags, so They're tackled with
trying to time the blitz there. Maybe both outside linebackers were offside. Different quarterbacks, so what they were been doing all along, trying to time that snap to make the blitz work, didn't work.
Which will result in a first down.
So again, Gavin Beard, the sophomore quarterback. Who's his tailback? 25. R.J. Blake, a fullback. Haney wants to throw. Beard, I'm sorry, wants to throw. Completed pass on first. And a good gain of 7.
Yeah. 7 yards on that.
To the
plenty of blockers out there on that screen.
Yeah. Half the offensive line.
Yes.
So 2nd and 3 from the 22. Rangers would love to hold them out on this one. There's their tight end, Tyson Timms, the senior, taking off. Blake Burdine, a receiver here on the near side. He's a backup. Handoff.
First down.
Blake gets a first down with a run off left tackle.
They're a talented squad. They got kids you don't want to see another score in this situation, but the kids that are coming off the bench for Aledo, they get a chance to play. We've done that before as well. You're not going to just take a knee with 5 minutes left.
They're finally replacing some of their offensive line. And now that may be the last 2 starters that are out. They've taken them off last. 5.5 to go on a running fourth quarter clock. Beard, handoff, Blake. Thrown down after a gain of about 5 at the 10-yard line as the game clock will go under 5 here in a moment. That was Gingrich who made the tackle from his cornerback position because they basically got only one receiver out.
Yeah, so when you've got a nub side tight end or a tight end without a wide receiver, your cornerback kind of comes up there, becomes an extra linebacker.
Exactly.
He's doing a good job. He's a very versatile player to be a great cover man and then come up and play linebacker like that.
Right. So from the 10, 2nd down, they give it to Blake again, straight up the middle. Hit as he gets to the line of scrimmage and carries the defender about 2 or 3 yards. He's a punishing runner, isn't he?
He's a good player too.
Not on their depth chart. Ran into Owen Hack. So from the 7, it's 3rd down and 2, I believe. Right here in front of us on our end of the field.
Roderick Blake.
Got a tailback. He's got the first down and he's into the end zone. R.J. Blake, 5'9", 215. Gets a touchdown and it's 50-8. Aledo up with the extra point to come. So when it's all said and done, it'll look like a game it probably was a lot like because of their defense.
Yes.
Their offense is good, their defense is elite. And they have made the Rangers unpotent on offense.
They have really shown out well on defense. And, that's preparation. That's a bunch of good coaches knowing how to get a team ready. And that's some very talented defensive players.
Without a doubt.
You'd like to see what happens to the Rangers if their Sowersby #1 running back was here. But, you can't make excuses.
Yeah.
So,
no.
Maybe I'm just speaking like that because I wanted to see such a talented young running back get a chance to play in this kind of situation. But
so after the score, there is a timeout on the field. I don't see any reason to take one. Let's start thinking there's a lot of seniors that are going to end their career today without a chance to go play somewhere else, like we know Freddie does. Anybody else you know, probably Clayton Amaya probably has a chance to play at the next level somewhere.
Some of those smaller schools, they don't announce who they're coming to recruit, so they come later. So there'll be quite a few kids at Smithson Valley's seniors will get a chance to go play at a smaller school if they choose. If they choose
to, no doubt.
They're good players.
We've got some offensive linemen that are seniors, not really anybody we know.
Having had a son play at the Division III level, that's a great level of football.
I had a kid play at the NAIA level, and I'm telling you what, the competition is still high.
Tremendously
and
good
at
players.
Both the Division III and at the NAIA level, Division I, you have a lot of former Division I players coming at that level
for a second chance.
For a second chance. So, yeah, it's crazy.
And when you play, you know, that was a phenomenon of the parents that we have and the kids that we have. They're not done. They love playing high school football. They don't want to be finished, even though they might not be as talented as some of the kids that get recruited. They say, well, why can't I go play somewhere else? I love this game. So there's nothing wrong with that. The ones that are tough for me to take is when they're 18 and they haven't really completely filled out, and they come back to visit us when they're 21 or 22 and they are full-grown men. So there ought to be a place for those kids to play.
So they'll kick off again, as they've done several times here in the second half. It is Cole Crawford, going to put his left foot to it, probably line drive it again as he's done most of the night. Fielded by Day inside the 20. He's got a blocker in front of him, but Duffy, he kind of trips on the 30-yard line and goes down. So I guess we'll have the ball about the 35, maybe more. I guess 35 is where they're spotting it.
Not to rub it in, but we've had one first down this half. That's devastating.
Yes.
That's devastating.
Without a doubt. So from the 35, we've got first down.
And it all works together. I think I said it before tonight. If your offense isn't clicking, then your defense is just they're taking more punches. You know, they're just getting hammered.
They're behind the curve on every play, trying to do something special. This is Walker at quarterback. Pigler, the running back, he takes it up the middle and gets about 5 yards. Again,
good little run by the freshman.
His earlier run, well, stats have that as his second run.
Yes, he had one. Remember we talked about him running over a defensive lineman.
Yeah, got no gain on the first one. That one's 5. It's 2nd and 5. 3:28 on a running fourth quarter clock. Rangers won't quit. They'll keep playing. They'd like to get another score if they could. This is our freshman quarterback out there also. The freshman hands it to the freshman. Pigler chased and wrapped up with no. Yeah, Knutson is. Ty Knutson is our quarterback. He's a freshman. Caleb Pigler is the running back. He's a freshman.
Yeah, so these kids getting a taste of something really special.
Our running back room are all juniors.
Yeah.
De Hoya, Sowersby, and Spradling. So Pigler will be in the mix next year as a sophomore. But again, you've got 3 seniors in front of you, so it'll be.
Yeah, they might be.
Let's go to a 2-back set and fool people.
Or allowed to play linebacker or something.
Yeah,
you never know.
Exactly.
They'll find places for them.
A little bit of motion. Knutson hands it off. Pigler trying to get a first down.
I think he does.
And I think he's got it. They're going to move the chains for the second first down of the second half for the Rangers as we near 2 minutes to go in the game. So a first down for the Rangers at the 45. Knutson to Pigler, handoff. See what we do as the play clock goes under 20. We break the huddle. So no hurry, not a speed-up offense. We're just going to run our stuff. So 1st and 10 from the 45. Knutson fakes it to Pigler, wants to throw, has a man, gets hit across.
Well, that young freshman can sling it pretty far.
He threw it pretty good with pressure.
Yeah, he wasn't afraid. He stepped up and made a throw.
Dylan Garner, a senior receiver for the Rangers. It's incomplete, but with pressure in his face and being hit, he still got the ball about, what, 40, 45 yards down the field.
He threw that just fine.
40 yards maybe. Some of the Ranger faithful have already started walking, trying to beat the crowd out of the parking lot, as I'm sure it's a smaller crowd than was when we got here.
Yes.
There were several teams here at the time when we got here. No go on that run. Ball comes out, but he's down. They've got backups on their defense as well. Pigler no gain. Makes it 3rd and 10. Game clock at 1:15.
Referee helped us there. Looked like it was a
well,
fumble.
I think they started blowing the whistle early on that one.
Forward progress.
I think they realized he's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Play clock under 15 as Knutson comes back to the huddle. Now under 10, we've got to hurry. We've got no more timeouts. To the line, I wonder if the freshman knows he's got to snap it right now. He doesn't.
No.
So a delay a
Something
game.
He'll learn.
Make it 3rd and 15. So 41 seconds to go. Play clock set at 25 is, I think it'll restart, won't it? Yeah, it does.
Yes.
So one more play for the Rangers, probably. Let's make it a good one on 1st and 15. Knutson with Pigler behind him. Gives it to him going right off tackle. He gets about 3 yards, and that should be the final play of the game. As the play clock goes off, 15 seconds, and it runs down, and that should be the final play of the game. And the Rangers will fall to Aledo 51-8 as the Bearcats of Aledo win their 11th state title in 16 years.
Well, I'm certainly not happy. I can speak for a lot of fans, a lot of parents who've been watching the Rangers for a long time, but I'm not ashamed, not sad. What a great season.
You know, I said this to Coach Hill and Coach Worsty at a basketball game in December, January last year. The only thing I could say to him is, I know you lost. I know that's hard, but it was a great season, and I think that's what we have to look at. How many teams get to the state final?
Yeah, anybody saying anything to
in
the
this
contrary.
In this level, 2 every year.
Yeah, they make it sound, you got to be careful what you say, because it sounds like somebody's not giving their best effort, or it sounds like somebody's not a good coach, or it sounds like somebody's not a good player. None of those things are true.
No. Rangers have fallen short here in 2023, but keep their heads high as they shake hands at midfield, and they will go home as proud Rangers.
Yeah, congratulations
having
to Aledo.
finished as the 2nd best team in 5A Division I.
In a giant state of really good football teams.
In a giant state, without a doubt. So, the Rangers we'll take a break right now and come back with a little more of our postgame. 51-8, Rangers fall to Aledo on the Rangers Network.
Building a home, have hail damage, or your roof is just grown old and tired. Eternal Roofing's award-winning company will meet all of your roofing needs. We specialize in all roofing styles and service the Hill Country and surrounding areas. We are family-owned and fellow Rangers that love our community and look forward to growing alongside of it. Call us today and go Rangers!
Hey, I got another one for you. And just look at the hole in this line. You could drive a truck right through there. I mean, the refrigerator William Perry could get a first down there. But you know who's going to get their number called for this one? Yeah, that's right, Dr. Ferris. He's like a ligating linebacker. Boom, just like that. And that's why Ferris Orthodontics is going to get the MVP for this one.
And we're back at the AT&T Center. 14-2, the Rangers finished the season as the second best team in Division or Class 5A Division 1.
Yeah.
Something to be proud of. We've said this a lot in the last couple of days. Is look at how we got here.
Sure.
Veterans Memorial down in Corpus wasn't the team that you probably expected in the state semifinal, but Georgetown to start with, Magnolia West,
right,
College Station, A&M Kingsville or A&M
Consolidated.
A&M Consolidated.
That
sorry.
whole Region 3 is just a juggernaut of great teams, and we
beat all of
mastered
them.
all those, yeah.
Came
from behind against a really good team.
A&M Consolidated had us down 17-3.
17-0, I
17-0, and we get a pick six that puts us back in the game after we kick a field goal.
Right.
It's 17-10.
And on paper, or you look at the stats, or you look at the highlights, you go, well, Aledo just destroyed them. And I guess, if I was sitting somewhere else without this color shirt on, I might say the same thing. But, man, the boss I used to work for, he bleeds Ranger blue. So do I. So I don't want any of our fans to ever be disappointed. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, wish something different would have happened, But it's truly, I believe this is a blessing for the kids to get to be here. It's a blessing that they get to work with each other and worked as hard as they did to get where they are.
The seniors, you got guys like Dylan Goss, who played a lot, Dylan Garner, who didn't play, Dallas Clark, who didn't play a ton, and all kinds of seniors who didn't get the kind of minutes you want as a kid or parents. But we're graduating a bunch of seniors that this is their last game. We talked about this in the closing minutes. Some will go to the next level, more than we know right now for sure. There's a lot of kids that will talk about this year to their kids and their grandkids, despite the fact they didn't make a catch or didn't make a tackle.
It's a seed that's planted now, and then you look back on it 5 years from now, or you look back on it a tough time in college when you're dealing with some tough courses take, and you say, this isn't any harder than boot camp, or this isn't any harder than going to practice. I can handle this. And, like I said earlier in the pregame broadcast, being a Ranger doesn't stop with this game.
Right.
There's kids that come back and they need a little help on getting motivated to stay good in college or their first job or something. And those coaches that I used to work with, they have enough time in their day to talk to a guy that's 23, 24 years old and still needs a little coaching.
And you need job recommendations.
Sure.
Girlfriend conversations. They do everything, don't you, as an assistant coach?
Not to share too many inner secrets, but Larry has a long conversation with these seniors when they're done, and they're never not a Ranger.
Correct.
And he tells them now, congratulations, you're in a really fine fraternity, and you're a brother to somebody who's 43, 44 years old now, and you're an equal to them because they see that you've played for Smithson Valley, and so job contacts and all kinds of things. It's just it's more than you realize when you're just a senior in high school.
And the point I want to make about all of that, because this is where I'm leading to, you hear that about college teams all the time.
Sure.
How many high school teams talk about this?
Well,
more than I know for sure.
I can only say the one that I've been associated with for the last 20.
But there are more.
Yeah.
I'm sure Aledo's one of those.
It's in your job description, and when somebody comes up to me in the grocery store, it's funny because when they're 18, turning 25 or 30 themselves, they change a lot.
Yeah.
I hope I kind of look the same. Probably not, but I'm just saying when a guy comes up and he makes his way over to say, "Coach, you remember me?" He said, "Man, yeah, of course I remember you. You're one of the best players we ever had." You get invited to their weddings. You get invited to or they bring their children up to you. It's more than just a win and a loss. And I would have loved for this game to turn out differently, but nothing changes in my heart for those guys that I worked with for so long, and all those kids that are grown men now, and maybe they drove a long way to come up here. I just want to say thanks for the hard work that they did, because it takes more than just the kids playing right now to make Ranger Nation, and all those great fans, great parents. I met some parents, the Hernandez mom and dad of Big Mike Hernandez and Aaron Hernandez. They drove all the way to Corpus Christi. Their kids, their youngest kid is 37 or 38, and they drove all the way down to watch a Ranger game. So once you're a Ranger, you stay
You're always a Ranger.
Yeah.
And I need to ask Bo, how much longer are we going, Bo? So the point I want to get to is a lot of people in the stadium have, like the team does, a 4+ hour drive home.
Right.
We've said it so many times, so many ways, is our heads are still up. We're still Rangers.
Yeah.
We still have pride. We made it to the state finals. We didn't win.
Right.
But how many other teams didn't make it to the state finals and win 5 playoff games to get here?
Well, it's not about the result always. And you try to teach the kids that look at the roster and see what's coming,
What we just talked about, the junior running backs will all be seniors next year.
Right.
We've got a safety who's a junior. We've got a quarterback and a running back that are freshmen.
That look pretty nice today.
It's scary. I probably need to look at my depth chart here as we're on camera. All of our senior offensive linemen aren't back. Preston Baker's back. Cisco Carvajal's back. Spradling, we talked to Brody Day. Cole Freund's back. So our receivers and running backs, a lot of them are back. So still, whoever the quarterback, whether it's Ty Knutson or whoever it is, he's still got weapons.
And I'll tell you a secret, too. These kids are resilient, and you're never going to tell them, hey, you're not quite good enough to make it all the way. Those kids are going to believe that they're going to come back here and get it done, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's not anything that parents should be worried about, because their kids are striving for something that's extremely difficult and worthwhile. And, old cliche, but the safest place for a kid to be is at a practice after school, whether it's football or band or
whatever,
basketball, whatever you
want
to choose.
Defensive line, a sophomore, 2 juniors of the top 4. A sophomore and a junior in the second 4. Linebackers, we lose 2 good ones. Both their backups are seniors, but Cade Spradling's back at linebacker.
Right.
Davila Miller both back at linebacker. We lose 2 awesome corners,
yes.
But we've got backups who've played. This is a team that will be resilient, and the scary thing is I know some JV kids will come up.
Sure.
They had a lot of success this year.
Yeah.
Freshmen will come up. They had success this year.
Don't be surprised if they tell you we're coming back. We're going to be here, and they'll mean it. And they're, it's not just lip service. Those kids will work hard enough to attain it. When a lot of people would say you're probably not good enough, but they'll never believe that because of some of the past success, but also they get to start their own team in a short month. They'll be back and they'll be ready to go, and it'll be Ranger football season. Even though many of them play other sports, there's baseball, there's soccer, there's track, tennis, golf, lots of things. But they will be getting ready to come back and play again as early as January.
So it's December 15th. So a year minus 6 weeks. We'll be on Senior Day at Ranger Stadium, talking about a playoff game that's coming up. That's what we're saying.
That's right. That's right.
Because that's the way the Rangers do it.
And I've been lucky enough to work there a long time, and I know those coaches are hurting because they put a lot of stuff, and their families. My hat's off to the people who travel and support all the time. But, they'll be ready to go too. So no down faces, no sad. A lot of tears, but no sad,
So let's talk about the fact that the Ranger Network will be back on for basketball soon. We'll have soccer in a couple of months. We'll have baseball and softball a couple of months after that. The Ranger Network, we've been on the air since 5:30 tonight, and it's 10 o'clock.
We're just getting started.
So 4.5 hours we've been talking about this Ranger football team that finishes the second best team in 5A Division I, and we're pretty proud of that, aren't we?
Sure. I'm just my kids went to school there, so I'm pretty partial, and I worked there for a long time. And hats off to the band, the cheerleaders, all those kids that are trainers, all the kids. More than just the football team showed up tonight and represented their families and represented their community really well. So there's nothing to be ashamed of.
So again, let me just say, Everyone drive safe on your way home. If you're at home already, pray for those who have to drive home because it is a 4-hour drive home. For Brad Lind, a former Ranger coach who's been with me tonight, for Brian Hill, who was with me all year long on Ranger broadcast, this is Tony Brubaker saying good night and God bless. The Rangers fall, but our heads are still high on the Ranger Network.